Alrighty, are we live? I think so. Let me refresh. I think it is. Yeah. I think it is. Nice. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Philo. We're going to get into our reading here in a little bit. You actually have Donald Trump right now speaking with Ukraine Prime Minister Starmer. Got some trade comments. He messed things up with trade comments in the morning. Otherwise, people have been generally chilling off of your boy and the trade deal. Putin's security to Ukraine is easy part. The deal is the hard part. Facts. Asked about Putin trusting, says trust but verify. Will be signing deal together with Ukrainian President Zelensky. All right. Ukraine joining NATO is not going to happen. We'll certainly try to get as much land back for Ukraine. This all sounds good. I don't know how they'll take the NATO thing. Yeah, Intel and MPW, they're doing good. All right, well, let's give it a second. Let's let the Chads get in here. I put out the Philo warning, and oil's still on the high. You're going to keep getting more of these comments.
Pick up some of that.
Yeah, we'll go from there.
But momentum by
VRV.
itself can whipsaw fast, and as soon as it gets any kind of sniffing out of that rotation, it can fall really hard.
So it's easier when we're talking about kind of the small cap, low earning momentum names to say, okay, sure. What about as we get way up there? What as we talk about Mag 7, software names, real companies with real earnings? How do you know if they're part of this momentum play or not?
We actually think that those had the fundamentals to back it up. I mean, you look at the earnings season. Q4 earnings season was awesome. 18% earnings growth. And basically, we put on a bow on it yesterday with NVIDIA reporting. But 18% earnings growth, I mean, if you had told me that in retrospect, that it's 4 percentage points above where analysts had thought it was going to be at the beginning of the quarter.
That's really high.
The market is giving it no love. And the reason why is because of this macro headwinds, because of these headline risks. But we actually still see quality on sale, if anything, because it's not responding to the better earnings. So we want to actually sniff out some of these higher quality stocks that are not getting the love right now, redeploy capital to them. Again, a little bit of a value tilt in there, but to not get kind of pushed away into other high flyers that you mentioned.
And as you said, you like healthcare, utilities. I mean, obviously you have to be a little careful with some of the AI names there. But I guess my last question, Matt, would be, did the market do so well last year because it was pricing in 18% earnings growth in Q4? And is the skid now telling us that we're not going to stack up this year?
Yeah, we went back-to-back 25% gains. That historically does not happen often. It's only happened 4 times. The only time that you got a third year in a row that was above 20% was 1999. So you've got to really see a frothy extension here of kind of that momentum, low-quality rally. We're starting to see that come off. We want to set expectations on equities that you might not be getting such great returns you have been. But if you're looking for some defense and a bit of dividends, we would tilt more value. It's going to help with protection on the downside. And you just got to be patient here because we just got to reset a bit, and we think we can actually find further gains as time goes on.
All right, Matt, thanks for joining us with that playbook. We appreciate it today. Matt Miskin with John Hancock. Coming up, the disaster du jour, Bath & Body Works. Worst day since last summer after a soft outlook and warning of headwinds from tariffs, even though it has relatively small China exposure. B of A is going to bring us the other retailers most exposed to China. Plus, Amazon now making the quantum leap, announcing Oscillate, its first ever quantum computing chip, a day after unveiling that AI-powered Alexa. We'll look at how it stacks up with the competition and speak with the CEO of quantum name IonQ on his second day on the job. Shares are up threefold over the past 6 months, but are down today on an earnings miss and weaker than expected.
Trump asked if he believed Zelensky is a dictator. He said, "Did I say that?" We need rare earth. Fed hammock over longer run economy could adapt to high rates. Equity valuations are high right now. Fed hammock easing inflation has been uneven and has slowed. Further easing in inflation far from certain upside risk around. Fed hammock, good reason to expect inflation to come down further. Rate policy may be close to neutral right now. Broad financial conditions are accommodative and does not meaningfully restrictive. What a fucking contradicting ass No, Trump is talking now, but not live. You're going to get the live in about 30 minutes or whenever they're done speaking. But he is with UK Prime Minister Starmer, and they are discussing some things. I'm now a Chad. Well, welcome, man. I appreciate it. So let's do this because some of these comments are coming out, so I'm not going to start reading just yet. But let me explain Philo for some of you guys. So if you are here right now, you did pay to be here. This is members only. This is private. This is not for everybody. And why? Because we're going to talk about things that I want to talk about. I don't want to get in the way. And quite frankly, this only works the best if people are here because they want to for the right reasons. So my priority here is going to be workflow. I'm going to read. I could read and do the news at the same time. And I could verify info and do all of that. Canada Trudeau says we will have an immediate and extremely strong response if U.S. imposes tariffs next Tuesday. So Canada kind of ramping it up again. Market loving it. We will have an immediate and extremely strong response. Canada. So, like I'm saying, the priority here is going to be workflow. And what I mean by that is I could go and do all this stuff at once. So it's very simple. I will focus on news and info as it comes out, but I'm also going to be reading. So this is not the time to be in the chat, talk about stocks, talk about this. No. If you don't like what I'm saying and you're not going to participate, your job is to post stocks. That is your job, not mine. And that's what I'm saying here for workflow. I will give you my resources. I will help out as long as you do the same. So if you don't care about the Jesus stuff, you don't get anything out of it, that's fine. You still paid to be here. You should focus on the plays and the stocks and the news. And vice versa. If you want to listen, you listen, pay attention, and again, just focus where you get it. You should either be working or be intently involved in Philo. Anything else will get clapped. Does that make sense? That's kind of how I view it. Very simple. You're so involved in Philo or you're so involved in your work. Anything else is not acceptable. I think that's a good plan. So that's what we're doing here on Philo. That's why it's members only. That's why you are here right now, and that's what we will be looking for. So, Trump not disappointed that AFD did not come ahead in German elections. I'm waiting till we stop getting these statements. Let's see. Ten four. All right. Dude, Fed Hammock's comments are really contradicting. I read them backwards. That's why it sounded weird. So she starts by saying inflation's coming down, and then she's like, no, it's not coming down. Dude, MPW squeezing. I'm very excited about that. I think it could go crazy. It should be going crazy. All right, and then bonds coming down. Oh, they washed those. Crypto BitMEX looking for a buyer. CoinDesk. Intel new high. Yeah, even Intel's getting volume. All right, let's just start it, man. Y'all ready for this? Bow now now bow bow bow. Down now down down down. Everybody long term. Alrighty. Actually, no. Here, let me close out of these. I think you're gonna get. I'm gonna just hold the free one. All right, close out of that spy play I made before. I took a loss. So, here's the deal. Intel breaking out right now. But it's time we begin. Trump, yeah, he said we need rare earth. I think most of them are going to stop after that. I think there's going to be a drop, but I think you're going to need time on it. He's going to say one thing that'll bring you down on the tariff escalation, but again, I don't think the market is going to react till it fucking sees it. So keep that in mind. But that being said, oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you're having a great day. I don't know, man. I think some of you too. I'm very happy. I really am. It sucks, bro. It sucks having to be a hard ass with people, and it sucks, dealing with friction to help people. It really does, because I wish it was a lot easier. But at the end of the day, my friends, very, very simple here. Some of you are using the Philos very well, and I love it. And like I'm saying, all things aside, I like the results a lot. So although there has been some casualties, at the end of the day, I'm watching some of you guys wake up, and I love it. You know that. I'm excited. Because, again, I think some of you are taking your life seriously. I think some people are realizing that they can do it. I think some of y'all, man, I hope you look at the devil and mock him. You know that. I hope you look at your anxiety in the face and laugh at it. And you will. Because all of these things, bro, that's what I'm saying. I think some of you have really been locking in, and I think you have picked up on the motivation, and I love it. And that's what I'm saying, man. Keep at it and keep going. And I hope even today, I got a great topic. And this could even sum it up, man. When it's all said and done, I don't think I think a lot of people, again, the whole point of demons, bro, they really, really like to make you miss the obvious fact. That's it. I don't know. Again, even with the long term, bro, it's so simple. People have questions that aren't simple. We like to avoid the obvious sometimes, and that's what leads us into a lot of trouble. Okay? So here's the deal. Very, very simple, my friends. Are you ready? You are never going to be perfect. Okay? I hope you get that. That's why some people need to be humble. We all should be humble, some more than others. Do you get it? You will not be perfect. Why am I telling you that? So you can really understand what you are doing every day. All that matters, quite simply, you are either getting closer or further. That's it. I know the world, these preachers, these people on Twitter, all these people want to tell you to do this, do that. You have to be this. You have to do that. God is a bunch of rules. The Bible is just this. Life. Be free. God wants you to be free. I hope you get it. You are not being judged on what you accomplish. You know why? Because the best thing you accomplish will still be shit. You're like, what? That's the reality. You don't walk up to a God and present him human things. It's not good enough. Again, clearly, you could do a lot of things right, and you've seen your own failures. So, come on, what are we talking about? But this is where I'm saying, I hope even this Philo take out the sword and cut through the BS. Let's get right to it. My brother, are you getting closer or further to the goal or not? Are you getting closer or further from financial freedom or not? Are you getting closer or further to God or not? Are you getting closer or further to your children and your family or not? Are you getting closer or further to living a healthy life or not? Oh, y'all don't want to hear this one today. Do you get it? Until the day that you die, you will never reach perfection. So stop this nonsense. You really want to know what you're doing every day? I'm in the stock market. I went to work. I do this. Okay, great. Are you getting closer or further? That is all that matters. That's why some of y'all, man, I don't care right now. You could be high as hell in a whorehouse after robbing somebody. God is not going to judge you on that, assuming you begin to move closer to the real goal after that. Y'all don't feel me. That's why any of you have no excuse to why you should be in a situation. You know why? Because no one is expecting you to become perfect. Nobody is expecting you to undo the past. You are expected to answer this question. Are you getting closer or further from better? That's what matters. I hope by the day that you die, the answer you were saying, I'm getting closer. I was. From the moment I realized the truth to the day that I died, I started to get closer. I know I'll never reach it. Nobody will, and that's in God's hands. But are you getting closer or not? Bro, so I was telling you, man, some of y'all today, go pray, please. You know that? Because the devil going to get pissed off and God is going to be happy. You know why? Because in that moment you get on your knees and let eternity and the present intersect, you're thinking about something different. But do you get it? You just got closer. That action didn't bring you further. Do you see what I'm saying? Even if you don't know how to pray. Even if you did horrible things that day. At the end of the day, are you getting closer or not? That is all that matters. You think it's all about good or bad. That's another trap. You know that. Good and bad exist. That's real. It's true. But you haven't looked around. All these people trying to make you, this is good, this is bad. They don't live up to it themselves either. This is why I had a problem with my teachers. This is why I had a problem with my pastors. Everyone's a hypocrite. This is why you can't say that about me, because I never try to make you think I'm something I'm not. I would rather be a hypocrite than thinking I am something that I'm not, or making people believe I am something I'm not. Oh, yeah. But do you get it? Good, bad. You should aspire to it. But what are you talking about? You will never be good. You will never be fully bad. Good and bad is important. Evil and light is important. But my brother, that's not how it works. What matters is, are you getting closer or further? Are all of your actions aligning with good? Are you getting closer to that with every decision, or are you getting further away? Not everybody will have a perfect track record of good and bad. What matters is if you are getting closer or not. So, Chad, we're going to read one today, and that's what he talks about. I've summed up a lot of it for you, and I think this is crucial. Because like I said, bro, I've been trying to tell some of y'all, it's great. I have people in the lead right now. I have some Chads who've done amazing. I see a lot of success in the good things. And I also see some Chads who have lagged behind. But you have not wasted any time. You still have another shot. And it all boils down to this. Are you getting closer or further? That's all that matters. You think the Philo's bullshit, you think this is that great, get closer to the goal every day, then talk to me. Because you're never going to be able to fulfill anything. There's no such, again, the long term. It's not immediate success. Every day we're getting closer to the wealth. Every time we save, every time we don't gamble, every time we put it in the right area, you're getting closer. Exactly. I don't want you to stay the same. There's no such, staying the same is the devil. Death. Not moving. Constant uneasiness is a demonic game. You know that, right? I would rather have you fail or succeed. In the middle is terrible. I get it now. When they say the Lord spits out lukewarm, oh, I get it now. Because that's it. That's the only answer. Only the devil will waste your entire life having you in the middle of this answer. Do you see it? My brother, you fail enough, you're going to fail your ass into a lesson. You're going to fail your ass into never wanting to do that again. I'd rather have you fail. Or I'd rather have you succeed and get to where you want to go. Only the devil will waste your whole entire life doing nothing. Only the devil will put you in uneasiness, never off of the boat, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, just fucking you up your whole life. Why? Because that comfort of the middle is you're finding a home there rather than failing or succeeding. But all that matters is, are you getting closer or not? That's it. That's it, dude. I don't care. I'm not judging you guys on anything. I will ask you questions. And one of those questions is going to be, are you getting closer or not? That's what you got to be focusing on. Don't get caught up in the rules if the rules perplex you, rack your mind, and make you never progress. Do you get it? Good, bad, rules. I have to do this. I have to do that. I'm not good if I don't do this. I'm bad if I do that. Oh, shut up. You don't get it? You're not moving. I ask you this, that's your response, and I ask you the question, are you getting closer or further? There's no answer to that. Some people, they don't want to go either direction. They stay in the middle. So do you guys not get it? Even my attitude lately. Welcome to the Chad. Welcome to the back 5 years of this 10-year journey. I would rather you be a member or not a member. Yeah. I would rather you have all Philo or only stocks. I don't want any more middle fucking ground. What are you saying? Let's just fucking hang out. Huh? I hope y'all feel me. I want you moving. You are either going to run headfirst into success or you're going to fail. That's it. I would rather have that environment than anything in the middle. You know why? It's a trap. You'll thank me one day. Some of you will. You have to have this understanding right now. And listen, if you don't, it's just going to take you longer. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. You want it, you're hungry, this is your moment, you got to understand this. Let everybody debate. Let everybody good, bad. Let everybody do whatever the fuck they want. All that matters is, are you getting closer or not? From money down to God. Again, those other questions. I asked you about your kids. I asked you about your family. Are you getting closer to them or further? That's a very important question. All these things, again, your health, dude. Fuck out of here, bro. Your health. Can I ask you today, did you get closer or further away from becoming healthier physically? Answer the question. It's not rhetorical. This one's easy. You know why? Because if you ate the right food, you drank your water, even if you moved at least one of the 2 or 3 push-up times, all those things got you closer. If you didn't eat good, You didn't drink your water. You had time to move around. You just sat there. Did you go on a walk? Okay, well then you got further away from the goal. That's it. That's it. Do you see what I'm saying? You lifted and ate good, but my mind said I vaped. No, you did good. Because 2 out of 3 things went further. So again, you're going to have to ask yourself with the vaping, eventually, are you getting closer or further? Do you get it? That's how the devil tricks you. That is how you get trapped into a mental prison. All that matters is you're moving closer. If more things move in the direction than away from it, I'm okay with that. You know why? Momentum, everything's going to move that way. Eventually. Do you get it? So, Chad, if the sooner you understand this, the sooner you're going to become a threat. To the devil, to financial markets, to everything. The sooner you get this. Very simple. Because like I'm saying, you're saying I'm moving forward. I'm not moving away from it. Let everybody try to trap you in a prison, a box, their ideology. Great. Am I getting closer or further? Am I getting closer or further? That's it. That's it. You want to even know how people are? Guess what? You should judge people like that too. You shouldn't judge anybody, but again, some of you are getting boggled with random ass people's opinions. You should ask yourself if they're getting closer or further. Does that get you closer to further than what you want? If it's further, why are you wasting your time? Better yet, if that person is far away from what you want to aim towards, then easy. Yes, this is a question we've asked everything. I've seen people get more philosophical on right and wrong and not really give a shit than asking, am I closer or further from my destination? Am I being closer to God or further? That's why, bro, do you think God made you? You know that. That's part of today, bro. I need you all to realize this. You'll understand this more. I know you paid for the Jesus, dude. Can you guys get this? Do you realize God loves you? It's funny because I'm a human. Because I'm going to be like, God loves you, dumbass. God will definitely say it a lot nicer. But for real, like, do you not get it? And this whole world is trying to tell you, God hates you. God's not real. God's not, dude, this is the homie. That's why I'm saying, bro, some of you, he's waiting for you. That's why the moment you take a step towards him, as long as you get closer, he is grinning from ear to ear. While the world and your friends and other people are trying to say you're so far from God. Oh my gosh, you'll never have anything good in life. You'll never get a house. You'll never have this stuff. Literally, you think all the shit you did, you can't approach God, bro. If you just moved a step in his direction, he is geeking, grinning from ear to ear, because that's how he operates. All these demons want you to think it's all about playing a rules game. If that was the case, he wouldn't have died on the cross. Pharisees. You go closer to him, he's happy. The more and more you take one step, that's all that matters. You think God cares? Even if you hit that vape 10 seconds ago, you get one step closer to him, that's all he wants. And that's why everybody doesn't want you to do that. They're like, well, what about the rules? What about this? You're not this. You're not that. You're not. Yeah. Just one step. Yeah, I think Trump is live. We already got the statements, though. So watch. Again, I do think a drop is in store. But I am, you might need time on it. But yeah, he's live now. So, that being said, that was just your intro. Kind of deep. But you'll hear it. You'll get it. I hope so. But please don't forget this. Are you getting closer or getting further? This is all that matters, my friend. This is all that matters. So chapter 19, Screwtape letters. Again, point of view is from a demon in training. So again, when he says enemy, he's talking about God. When he says father, he's talking about the devil. My dear Wormwood, I've been thinking very hard about the question in your last letter. If, as I have clearly shown, all selves are by their very own nature in competition, and therefore the enemy's idea of love is a contradiction in terms, what becomes of my reiterated warning? He really loves the human vermin and really desires their freedom and continued existence. I hope, my dear boy, you have not shown my letters to anybody. Not that it matters, of course. Anybody would see that the appearance of heresy into which I have fallen is purely accidental. By the way, I hope you understood, too, that some apparently uncomplimentary references to Slubgob were purely jocular. I really have the highest respect for him. And of course, some things I said about not shielding you from the authorities were not seriously meant. You could trust me to look after your interests, but do keep everything under lock and key. So it's funny. This is the first paragraph. It's kind of artistic, right? This is the fiction. He's talking about this scenario. But I want you to notice something. What is he talking about? Why is he saying, don't show my letters to anybody? So he's talking to the demon in training, but then he's telling him not to show his letters to anybody. Why? Why? Yeah, FedEx is going up too. He has the answers? No. It's not the blueprint. It's not hidden knowledge. Why doesn't he want to get in trouble? Yeah, blasphemy. Why? You're on track. Why? What did he do? I think it's very artistic, but this is so deep. Imagine we're 19 chapters deep, right? And every time this head demon is like, God loves people, right? God is this. God really cares. That's blasphemy to a demon. Do you get it? It's kind of mind-blowing. So that's why it's like artistic, it's entertaining, but there is a huge truth that's in there. So that means when he's like, bro, God really loves these vermin and God desires their freedom. Truly, you take these as words to a demon that is literally blasphemy. That is they're like, what did you just say? God loves them? And you believe that? That's why he's like, no, I want you to understand, like, if it seems like I'm being being a heresy, it's like, no, it's an accident. I'm just trying to explain the truth, but yeah. Every time the demon tells you the truth, it's blasphemy. That's why I'm saying, bro, you may think what I'm telling you is weird, and I'm like, hey, man, you guys know God loves you? You don't think it's weird that in our modern world I say that? That's blasphemy. Motherfuckers get pissed. Some of you, I know I say that, and your reaction is a lot of friction. But I hope you see that at another point in the world, at another time, people knew this. This isn't new. The truth is, I slipped by mere carelessness into saying that the enemy really loves humans. That, of course, is an impossibility. He is one being. They are distinct from him. Their good cannot be his. All his talk about love must be a disguise for something else. He must have some real motive for creating them and taking so much trouble about them. Fed Hammock comments, not really that big. The reason one comes to talk as if he really had this impossible love is our utter failure to out the real motive. What does he stand to make out of them? That is the insoluble question. I do not see that he could do any harm to tell you that this very problem was a chief cause of our father's quarrel with the enemy. When the creation of man was first mooted, and when even at that stage the enemy freely confessed that he foresaw a certain episode about a cross, our father very naturally sought an interview and asked for an explanation. First little red here. The puts are coming back, the ones I took a loss on. The free ones are still down, but they're holding. Again, they're talking now, but market already knows most of it. The enemy gave no reply except to produce the cock and bull story about disinterested love, which he has been circulating ever since. This our father naturally could not accept. He implored the enemy to lay his cards on the table and give him every opportunity. He admitted that he felt a real anxiety to know the secret. The enemy replied, "I wish with all my heart that you did." It was, I imagine, at this stage in the interview that our father's disgust at such an unprovoked lack of confidence caused him to remove himself an infinite distance from the presence with the suddenness which has given rise to the ridiculous enemy's story that he was forcibly thrown out of heaven. Since then, we have begun to see why our oppressor was so secretive. His throne depends on the secret. Members of his faction have frequently admitted that if we ever came to understand what he means by love, the war would be over, and we should re-enter heaven. And there lies the great task. We know that he cannot really love. Nobody can. It doesn't make sense. If we could only find out what he is really up to. Hypothesis after hypothesis has been tried, and still we can't find out. Yet we must never lose hope. More and more complicated theories, fuller and fuller collections of data, richer rewards for researchers who make progress, more and more terrible punishments for those who fail. All this, pursued and accelerated to the very end of time, cannot surely fail to succeed. Are you getting it? I love that you picked up on that, the overcomplication of the end. It sounds like our world. But he's like, obviously God loves these people, but that's my mistake of saying that. But he's saying there has to be another reason. Why does God love us, dude? For real, it's a stupid idea. Why did he create these terrible humans? Every single atheist, every single one of you who hates God, you have brought up good points. Look at how evil the world is. Look at all this. Why do kids with cancer die, dude? Seriously, I've seen things happen to my nieces and nephews where I'm like, why, dude? Why? I've seen some of y'all rip each other apart. I see the most craziest. Why, dude? Why does he love us? What is there to gain out of any of this? It really doesn't make sense. That's the whole point. That's why there's a contradiction within it. A lot of things he says relates to this. But he's saying even the devil couldn't figure this out. The devil is like, no. I mean, there's truth to some of it. I know God. The day we know what real love is according to God, the world is over. I agree with that. You know that, right? Think about it. The moment you understand what real love is, you're going to be in heaven. It'll be really different. Maybe that's the light people see when they die. You get what I'm saying? There is an element we're never going to understand. But that's where he's saying this element in that mystery, the demons think it, no, overcomplicate it and make everybody stressed with this question so that they never get it. Or meet me at the cross of the contradiction and find the love. You complain that my last letter does not make it clear whether I regard being in love as a desirable state for a human or not. But really, Wormwood, that is the sort of question one expects them to ask. Leave them to discuss whether love or patriotism or celibacy or candles on altars or totalitarianism and education are good and bad. Can't you see there is no answer? Nothing matters at all except the tendency of a given state of mind in given circumstances to move a particular patient at a particular moment nearer to the enemy or nearer to us. That's it, bro. Bro, patriotism, being in love, having sex, candles at altars. Is it good or bad that Josh says fuck? Should we only raise our kids to grow up in Christian schools or not? Was it good or bad? Oh. Can't you see there is no answer? The devil and demons don't care. They want you to think about that. Do you know why? Because at a particular moment, they want you in a particular mindset so that you could be motivated to either go closer or further from God or the enemy. That's it. That right there. That's what I'm saying. All that matters is, are you getting closer or further? Demons don't even care. I'm telling you, bro, even sex, it's very innocent to a demon. It's funny how it tied into love and affection. That's what made it complicated. But it's not. All of this stuff, dude. Can't you see there is no answer? Go, let them boggle their mind with patriotism. Boggle their mind with sex or no sex, or what is acceptable in the church or not, so much that their mindset is never on eternity or God or that God loves them. That's crazy. Sometimes, bro, in the process of trying to figure out right or wrong, you haven't noticed you just turned into a judgmental prick? That's what happens to me. I try to figure out right or wrong. Before I know it, I'm walking around with my nose up. Because think about it. You're trying to figure out right or wrong. Did it get you closer to God or further away? Judging, being mean to your neighbor, all these things, did that get you closer or further? It's crazy. Like I'm saying, these things are important. Good and bad and these are all important. I'm not saying they're not. But if all of your mental energy and your life and all you're caring about is good or bad for the sake of the rule, my brother, that's not the case. All that truly matters is that God really loves you. And the real question is, are you getting closer or further to that or the other side? That's it. Again, are you getting closer to further on your goals and your family and your health? Not I should be this. I have to follow. If I don't follow this, and then let them rack their minds. Who cares? Coming back down. If he is an arrogant man with a contempt for the body based on delicacy, but mistaken for him by purity, and one who takes pleasure in flouting what most of his fellows approve, by all means, let him decide against love. Instill into him a overweening asceticism, and then when you have separated his sexuality from all that might humanize it, weigh in on him with it so much more brutal and cynical form. If, on the other hand, he is an emotional, gullible man, feed him on minor poets and fifth-rate novelists of the old school until you have made him believe that love is both irresistible and somehow intrinsically meritorious. You're flushing. I think this is that reaction I wanted. Like I told you, it's just going to happen later. Yeah, my plays came right back up. They scammed me. That was my fault for going daily. I should have went tomorrow. That would have worked. Yeah, I scammed myself. But yeah, that's it. Make them free if you can. They're starting to hit there. Again, I sold out for a loss. But like I said, I told you, I even put it on the stream alert. I said, go for more time. I said, you either cut or hold it. But I said a drop is going to happen, but we need time. I don't know how to time it. I just know, given the nature of what was discussed, I don't think you're going to rock it up. That love is irresistible and somehow intrinsically meritorious. This belief is not much help, I grant you, in producing casual unchastity, but it's an incomparable recipe for prolonged, noble, romantic, tragic adulteries ending, if all goes well, in murders and suicides. Damn. You get it? The demon said, listen, I don't even care. I don't care about whatever, if he's a romantic or if he's all about pleasure. Who gives a fuck? You not get it? The demon don't care. Go fuck a couple of times. I'm fine. Have your mindset be twisted. They don't want that. The demon says, I hope that it could, the whole racking of their brains on right or wrong and then leading you to a disappointment, right? And then pulling you further from the love of God. What do they want? He said, I want this idea to fail so bad that it leads, and then you think you're being noble, that you're set up for such a high disappointment, it leads with murder or suicide. That's what a demon wants. You think that little thing you did is what is going to take? Go pray. A prayer will get you closer. The demon wants you to get messed up. They don't care about your right and wrong. They care about this noble idea leading to a failure that destroys you. The thing itself isn't going to destroy you. Oh, y'all don't feel me. You know why? Because we've all done wrong. We've all done good. We will never be perfect. Oh, I don't know if you feel me, bro. That's crazy. Failing that, it could be used to steer the patient into a useful marriage. For marriage, though the enemy's invention, has its uses. There must be several young women in your patient's neighborhood who would render the Christian life intensely difficult to him if only you could persuade him to marry one of them. Oh, damn, facts. So that's another one. That's that's Solomon 101. You know that? So he's saying you could either let the man be let down in love to destroy him further on these fake noble ideas of right or wrong. Better yet, just go find a girl who doesn't live his lifestyle at all towards it, doesn't care about going closer. And yeah, I think she'll make his life difficult enough to approach what he wants. This is the scary part, bro. For real. This is Solomon 101. That's what he said. It'll turn your heart away. That's what I've always been worried about. I think some of you will have this problem more so than not. We brought this up yesterday. A lot of you came out. But you got to think about it. I see this a lot. You know why? Every time there's two examples. One of them I don't think is as serious. But there's another version of it where it's like, yeah, good luck, man. You have a long term. And then the question, Josh, how do I get my girlfriend? How do I get my girlfriend to save? So like I'm saying, there's two scenarios. I think the more innocent one, your partner just doesn't know about the market, never done it before. It's new, right? The other one that I think is more sinister is some of you are with or have been with people where they actually want the opposite. So you're saying saving long term, and they're not like, oh, I don't understand it or this. They're like, no, let's go on a trip. No, let's go buy a car. No, why don't we go out and we should spend the money on this? That's the opposite. You're going to have a hard time. I hate to break it to you. It's not like every girl. It's not. That's what we were talking yesterday. A lot of you guys are like, oh, marriage, it's rigged, it's that, it's this. No. If you are going to be a weak man, you're going to have a terrible relationship. Very simple. I know, I sound like Andrew Tate, but I'm not telling you to have 12 baby moms. Is it hard to find in this world? It is. But at the end of the day, if you have a high standard and you do not entertain on an intimate level people that do not align with it, that's it. You are only going to fold if she got a fat ass or a pretty face. You already knew she ain't want to save money. You overlooked it. You already knew the girl doesn't like your Bible and thinks you're a little bit, she thinks it's cute, but it's not like, you overlooked that. You knew she goes out and you see what she posts on her Instagram. The fuck would you think was going to happen? You knew. Again, you overlooked it. Do you understand? For all of you? And I don't judge you because I've made this mistake my whole entire life. I really have. You know how many girls I've been with and they didn't want me to save money? I had a girl once in my life. I told this to my girlfriend. She knows this story. I'm not sharing you relationship things in a manner like that. I had a girl once. I was going out with her and she literally cried. And we had a fight and she was crying about, she said she was like jealous of things. And I was like, of what? I've never had this happen in my life. The girl said she was jealous of me, a girl I was with. I said, this is fucking insane. I'm like, what do you mean you're jealous of me? And you know what it was? You know what she didn't like? This girl didn't like that I would wake up bright and early in the morning and I would drop everything, including her, to go. It racked and boggled her mind to the point where she didn't want me to wake up. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, you're insane. Again, this girl was so fucking hot. It's insanity. But again, I overlooked it for a little bit until I didn't. Do you get what I'm telling you? I have so many stories I have not shared with you. And you could go down the list. But I think for a lot of you, because I don't want to hear this shit, bro. Some of you are going to tell me that women... Bro, you got great women in the Chad. So don't tell me that these women don't exist. Don't tell me that you can't find it. No, the problem is that we all are willfully overlooking shit, especially if they're hot enough or if we're lonely enough. Yikes. Fact or fiction? Come on now. Very simple. You're either extremely lonely or she is extremely hot. Or to your standards, you're like, wow, no pretty girl give me attention like this. You're like, run it. That's it. Or you're lonely. I get it. You don't think I've been lonely? Bro, I sit in my fucking room all day. Fuck you. Some of y'all don't even know real lonely. Don't talk to me about that. Wait till you get money, too. Then you'll know what lonely is. So I don't want to hear it. Do you get what I'm saying? And I don't say this, that's why I say I'm not judging any of you. I am not condemning any of you. But I do hope that I could give you a very clear-cut view of this topic. Do you know what I'm saying? It's very simple. Because I haven't even finished it, but this is the line that keeps coming up. Y'all imagine all the years in the chat, all your Bible readings, all this stuff you're going for. If you marry the wrong woman, that's it. It doesn't matter. Again, even if you fuck the wrong girl, you know why? Because you're either going to be there eternity or endure it for your whole life. So, excuse my language and straightforwardness, but do you guys understand it? This is huge. Like, really think about it. You need to align with people who want what you want. And then if you're going to go and put yourself next to somebody and elevate them to the closest person to you, and they don't want what you want, bro, what do you think is going to happen? So do you get it? Do you get it? That's it. You got to really think about this, man. And for some of you, what I want is you to have the highest standard. For money, for investments, and even for women for some of you guys. And you can't tell, bro, I'm a short, ugly dude, and I got whatever I wanted. So there's no excuse. How do you find it? You build yourself up, it will come to you. And you do not settle. That's it. Your challenge will be making sure you don't overlook things. That's what it will be. It's very simple. But have a standard and keep it. That's the part I think is harder than finding the person. Please send me a report of this when you next write. In the meantime, get it quite clear in your own mind that this state of falling in love is not, in itself, necessarily favorable to us or the other side. It is simply an occasion which we and the enemy are both trying to exploit. Like most of the other things which humans are excited about, such as health and sickness, age and youth, or war and peace, it is, from the point of view spiritual life, mainly raw material. Wow, I love it. So do you get it? Because he's saying, so is love a tool for demons or a god? Right? Because love leads to sex, and there's all these things. Love, again, love and passion, crimes of passion. Love leads to all of it. Is it good or bad? Is it a tool of the devil or not? It's both. That's what he's saying. It's not really anything. It's actually, although we all want love to be something, it's raw material. And that every time you get into these moments of love, loving things or loving people, it is an opportunity for that to be exploited by God or the devil. That is why some of the people you meet and some of the love you have with your friends and your partner, that's amazing, right? That's God using that. When it all lines up, that's what I'm saying, bro. You say, I want a girl like this. I want a guy like this. This is what I want. I'm only going to do this. Bro, it's going to be an amazing thing. You'll see. It's beautiful. Beautiful. That's it being exploited by God. Vice versa. A demon wants to exploit it. Again, it's raw material. And flushing again, SMCI 2. Bro, I should have held that put. I was money. Oh, I would have went perfect today. But yeah, hopefully you guys got it. I'm glad I told you to watch it out, though. But, Chattadonia. That being said, I hope all of you continue to keep moving forward. And that's, just get closer, man. And like I said, bro, it's blasphemous to tell you how much God really loves you. And I hope some of you engage in that. And like I'm saying, I wouldn't really be, I don't know. I don't know what you think is keeping you from it. I know you think it's all rules or you did a lot of wrong things. I'm just saying there's a smile if you just go one step closer. And everything, man, your finances, your health, all these things, bro. Go ahead. Let everybody judge you. Let everybody make up a thought for you, man. Let everybody have their opinion. All of it. Let everyone judge you, bro. But are you getting closer or further? That's it, bro. That's all it is. That's what I care about. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm looking at you. I want to see you get closer. I'm not expecting you to be a millionaire, but you should be closer the next time I talk to you. You get what I'm saying? Not further. That's why I don't like the gambling. That's why I'm saying we got to focus on the budgets. Because you shouldn't be farther. That's what I'm saying. When we're done with this little journey, we do our stocks. We don't walk away with less. We should be getting closer to our goals. Again, health. Bro, every push-up is getting you closer. You get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make you fucking a bodybuilder. I'm not shaming you if you haven't taken care of your health, but I will you have an opportunity every day to get one step closer. That's what we need. That's what I'm saying. If anybody judging you without taking that into consideration, fuck them. Because that is all that matters. Anything else is just doubt and confusion for no reason. It doesn't help you. What helps you is very objective. Am I going forward or am I going back? Did I get closer to it or did I not? So, Chad, that being said, the SPY is getting closer to the lows. But take that one to the bank. That is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. You're on mobile, press hot chat, X out the chat, thumbs up button. NVIDIA flushing. Yeah, we might be going down. Go down, 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 down. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's how I end Philo. Mm-hmm. All right. We'll go out. Welcome to the war, then outlet. Okay, still flusherooning.
Long term. It's a cup, baby. Long term, short term, welcome to the war. Love with the game, I just want a little more. Haters ain't new, I just got a little bored. Stepping in the pace, I be speaking with the store. Tell me what's the store, China on the store. Ready on the land, know you heard this shit before. It was 2018, making videos in the car. Now everybody got a long turn, looking for some more. Big bank, I'ma pull up in a Civic. Rollie is a numerals, the Casio in digits. If you never make a move, then you'll never have a critic. Why you think I got these grown men acting like some bitches? $100 move, 10-cent finish. Tell me not to mock it, but you don't know your limit. Both of us could lose, but one of us is winning. All of us alive, so tell me how you living. Blessed. Already know it though, don't care about your whip. I got a crib in my portfolio. You should be yourself, stop back at Cornholio. Fluid in the well, but the pocket's so colloquial. Crypto in the wallet, but we bought it 10 years ago. Put it in the videos, put it in the lyrics, bro. Funny how it's cynical, fuck, still didn't hear it though. Forgive me for the language, I'm still working on the spiritual. Mr. Professional, talk about the revenue. Hard to ride the wave when you riding on my genitals. Talking about my plays, but they hit like an edible. I'm used to little humans telling me what's not attainable. That's some whole shit, trying to tight roll shit. Friend and the enemy, think we don't know this? Funny how my foes never had the same focus. Forgive them for their sins, I ain't talking about the smoke. I'm back to the mission, lot of holding, lot of sitting. Act like you can't change your mind before you go and make decisions. You don't even need precision, cause you at it while you stack it, while you average your way in it. Who the villain? Money tree, you gonna kill it, cause you keep on fucking with it. Trying to learn the art of chilling. It don't matter your religion, what you have or what you didn't. Cause the future you gon' ask the current you, but why you didn't? Sick with it, boy, I'm talking big business. I don't need no 3 wishes, just a G-O-D vision. I be C-O-D with it. Cindy, I keep flipping. No, I'm all about a dollar, but I'm all about a mission. Who we kidding? God is always in it. Ain't no way to spin it. If it's yours, you gonna get it. You can build it in a year, but you could lose it in a second. You can use the tongue for life, or you can use it as a weapon. I already know I don't care about your whip. I got a crib in my portfolio.
All righty. So it's still coming back down. I got hoed on that play, but I think I communicated the idea. I still got the free put, too. Well, yeah, I would have made a killing on that one. Not really. I would have made like $30, but still, that's a killing percentage-wise. And then MP dub, that's good. That thing needs. I'm glad, bro. I'm glad it's up 15%. Because I'm telling you, that thing did not move today. That was fire. It's actually fire. No, they killed it on earnings. Not even. It wasn't even the earnings. It was just the money is now taken care of. So I'm very glad. I mean, again, even for the last year, I really even haven't had any good things to say about MPW. So it doesn't mean buy it now. I'm not saying that at all, especially given it's almost up 100% on the year. But they figured out the money. They now, all the maturities, when this stock dropped, it had to do with the debt maturities and not having the cash. I can't believe they sold the bond. If you guys remember when I tried to call them, so they got $1.5 or $2 billion by selling a bond at like a 7% yield, which is high. But again, as a distressed asset with rates at 4%, just again, people were willing to, and it was oversubscribed. So you had more people willing. There was more than $1 billion. SPY going down still. So again, I think this is just the market kind of reacting to the downside pressure, and then NVIDIA slipping, and then again, Trump's comments, they hit a little bearish. Again, he's doubling down. That's what I said, but the market didn't react. I knew I wanted later date ones. I didn't execute as good, but I still got a little bit of exposure on the dot, but still, hopefully you guys are paying attention. Yeah, free puts green again. Dude, I would have killed that other one, though. That was a great one. We could have got $1 closer to the money. I went closer to the money. It was there, bro. I had it. I knew. I just didn't want to even, deal with it. Because if it was going to break out, they would have got killed. But then all of the statements sounded bearish. Just a little too early. I think the bonds are great. I think generally midterm, long-term, it's a great development. It makes sense why the bonds went up after the Fed minutes and the quantitative tightening comment. I mean, we called that one out in real time. But otherwise, it's good. I still, I understand. You need more. Not only do you need more movements, but if you want the yields to stay low, you need more than just anticipation. You need data. You need economic development in the right direction. All right, man, you're approaching 10 points away, 11 points off of yesterday's low. Even old puts from this morning are back to green, which shouldn't happen because, again, that just means 7 hours, 6 hours, premiums are still holding. So that means they're expensive now if you're playing them, but you're back down here to the lows. Again, I think bearish comments with Trump, did it happen here? It did, but they were generally the same comments from the morning. But again, it's all escalatory. Market was trying to play it cool, but yeah. At the end of the day, though, I also don't forget NVIDIA just fell 5%. NVDS. Oh, wait, they haven't even... Yeah, they played some of the... Wait, what? Oh, I thought he already... Yeah, he hit live. I was going to say, I think they might go on again.
The difficult part is getting the deal made, so...
But yeah,
I think we've come a long way.
So he said here, this is a speech. We already had the headlines, but...
No, he's smiling.
Like I'm saying, most of it was the same thing this morning. MSTR on the low.
Yeah, the ones that get you. No, he looks like a...
Yeah, and NVIDIA... Bro, all of these inverse ETFs are going up. So again, Monster flushing, NVIDIA flushing right now. SPY, a couple candles from the low. Everything but the Dow is now back in the red. Again, you're even down another 1% on the NASDAQ. More value going up. Let's see. Bitcoin down too. Bitcoin's even going to go in the low. Bruh. MO. Yo, that's a little too big. Yo, MO. Hold on. The other ones were down, but I have no idea why it's going up. No, I'm trying to scam them. They're not feeling me. Yeah, because again, be careful on the short term. You got to get more time on that one. So again, be careful of any of the dailies because it's a very slow mover. But yeah, I don't know. It's not big enough. It's just random. And then I remember they were down earlier, and then SPY's still going. Oh, we're just selling off, man. We had a killer right before I left. I told you guys I made a play. It was a put, and then I took it for a loss, but I was kind of expecting negativity from this Starmer thing, and I think it kind of was, but generally the same comments from the morning. And then, again, we sold off a little bit of the rally. Remember, we were focusing on NVIDIA, and now NVIDIA is down 5%. So all day, even though we were kind of holding, I mean, make no mistake, I mean, NVIDIA did, it matches up perfectly with it. So it's a mix of the trade comments, but also another one of the, again, just like earnings weighting effect following all of it. Uber's coming back down again. Yeah, remember Uber, Tesla ride-sharing thing. MPW, baby, let's go. SPY really ticking down now, or at least the volatility indexes are all going nuts. So, like, literally VIX, bond volatility, every volatility index. Couple of value plays going up. SPY about to go into the low. It'll get aggressive here. Again, you waited all day. People don't like these end-of-the-day sell-offs. There might be a trading opportunity, but, again, now the window opens up. 59.21. Remember, if we start selling this, so 59.15, but then, like, if shit gets bad, we're talking, like, 58.60, 58.30. Let me put this another way. If the PC is bad tomorrow, you could be at like 5,800 pretty quick. All right. Dude, I can't believe I whiffed that. We had such a great put. But yeah, I get one free one, though. That one's already... Oh, shit. That one went up 100%. Fuck. Okay, never mind. I guess I'm happy. That made me... Again, that's $20, $30 into 100. I'm down. Yeah, run it. Run it. This is fun. It's kind of chill. I mean, again... I'm not in panic mode yet. I'm mad, though. I had that play. That was perfect. That's it. I was like 10 minutes, 5 minutes too early, but the positioning, the price, from an options perspective, that was good. So, learning lesson, though, at the very least. Yeah, bonds aren't moving on any of this. That's what I'm saying. And then it is end of the month. So don't forget about that. Uber's flushing still. Again, we had those old plays. They came down, but yeah, Uber's getting kind of big. Yeah, Uber premiums are jacking right now. Yeah. They're up now, so you can make them free if it fills. And then SPY, another low there, so I was doing it. Again, be on the lookout. I don't know if we'll go to like the low 58s, but once you start breaking this 59, bro, that's it. Watch like 59.07, and then again 58 like 80, and then real bad, we're talking 58.30, but I don't think you have enough time for that, even though there is an hour and a half. NASDAQ down 7% from the high. Give it 3 more percent. That'll be tomorrow if we do bad. Tesla's coming down. Again, Uber also had news, and it's flushing a little bit more, but also NVIDIA. Keep that in mind. I think today is the trade comments. That's what I'm saying. Like, so we were up on NVIDIA. It's trade and NVIDIA combined. So you had NVIDIA holding up. People were feeling good. They called Trump's comments ambiguous. And then Trump came out in the morning with negative information on tariffs, right? And that brought us down. Then we didn't have data. But then as we were getting the statements, I made another put on this. That's why I'm mad about it. Because the statements sounded exactly the same with a little bit more detail, but they were bearish. So I grabbed a put there. I ended up selling it for a loss. And then because I already had another one, that's why I was like, okay, I won't force it. But at the end of the day, I think those comments mixed in now with NVIDIA selling off, I think that's what has given up our little relief rally. And then add that to all the other pressure. Yeah, there's fucking TLT now. That's a weird-ass TLT candle. If that turns into like 3 of those, something just fucking snapped. That's not normal. Yeah, gold liquidating now. That's what got me the first time. You need gold at a new low, though. So look, last time gold gave us a signal, gold hit a new low. The SPY followed. This time, SPY is hitting a new low, and now gold is coming down. So that's not a good sign, but I wouldn't make a play off of that. That's what I'm trying to explain. So just keep your eyes out for that. This time the market's leading down, not gold. That is a very big difference. Still going. Again, our put's back up, but dude, we had it. I don't even want to fucking look. I bet you it has to be 1,000%. That was perfect. Oh. Yeah, bro. I'm a dickhead. Yeah, so this is the one I bought after again, right? I was live on non-members. I said I made a play, but then I got chopped up on it, and I was like, all right, I don't want to risk too much. And then, yeah, that was a good one. The sweet spot was like one above it, though. So that's good, though. We'll see where it ends. You can look for calls, but I don't want to, I wouldn't want to force it. Unless gold or something. Again, that other play now, back to 100. That's awesome. It's over 100. It's like 130 off of 20 or 30 bucks. That was the one from the morning. That one was easier to read, but I do think this is all off trade. All right, I sold the last one. I took 100. 30 to 100. Not bad. Sold the free one. I think once the tariff hits, the market is going to get fucked. That's it. That's why I said earlier, it's just going to fuck with everybody. If there's a big enough tariff on Canada and Mexico, and it really is large and they even hit back, you're going to, right when it happens, the market's going to go crazy. But the sad part is that it's not going to go crazy till it like happens. It's just going to be a lot more harder to like anticipate in a weird way. Because you know what's going to clap the market, but kind of like this growth scare, you need everybody else to react to. All right, kind of coming back down. Be on the lookout. Why is he insisting in killing the markets with tariffs? I don't agree with that. I believe in the deepest of my heart of hearts. I believe that the media in the market is trying to kill they're trying to kill the market, not Trump. Because, again, you just had the whole world go from worried about inflation of tariffs to now worried about growth. So I think Trump doesn't care about the market, but it doesn't, that's like I'm telling you, you know what is realistic and what's happening and not. It just doesn't matter until everybody pumps it and reacts like that. That's just the sad reality. So I don't think he's trying to do it, but, you know, that's why they report stuff later because every time he tries to do something, let me put it this way, as we've seen at the beginning of the year, a fake CNN article or Washington Post rumor about trade can move the dollar way more than his policy can move the dollar, since none of them are enacted. And that's kind of the problem. So I don't think he's trying to do anything. I think he actually cares less about the stock market than he did before. But we'll see where it goes. You voted for him, but he's not impressing you. I mean, do you remember 2018? So I feel you in some ways. I'm not impressed by the Gaza stuff. I think that's weird. But I think Trump is either going to succeed majorly or fail miserably. But I like the ideas so far. But this is like the 2018 trade war. I mean, the sad part is that, you know, people are being a little bit weirder. I don't know. Let me put it this way. I mean, the world is more social media. People learned a lot about propaganda in the last 4 years, but you kind of have people behaving very wild with this Trump. I don't know how to describe it, but let me show you data to give you a better idea. I got to go to the screens. I had it on the watch list the other day. Okay, watch out if we go down. I mean, I still think you could go down. I just got rid of the put. It's a daily. I've already sold things early today. I might as well keep doing it. Palantir flushing. Yeah, here it is. So look, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is weird. I think this is very, very weird. But if you don't think this has an effect, it does. That's why I'm saying, sadly, a lot of your academics, rich people, and, you know, people that we have entrusted to places of authority, I think that they have insulted your intelligence and their position. And I don't think that they have lived up to it, because it is very this isn't like, I expect more from people, if that makes any sense. If you're educated, if you're in Wall Street, you're making money, you're running these companies, these people aren't dumb. I grew up watching these people make good decisions at some point. So it just, it is something where I'm like, come on, man. I don't know why. And this is what I'm saying. Like, why you have 50% of management teams mentioning tariffs, and they're doing it more than 2018. So you have more CEOs fear-mongering and talking about tariffs, uncertainty. We got to raise price. We got to do this. We got to do that, right? Meanwhile, in 2018, when it was the first time it ever happened, and then there was actually real tariffs, nobody talked about it to that degree. Again, you're coming back down there. I'll wait for a double dip, but those things are launching. So that's it. Wait till the bonds move, but some part about this is weird. But remember, last time I said that, the other one was actually good. I'm not defending Trump. No, if you haven't noticed, all of this shit, I'm getting rich off of it. What are you doing? It's literally what I've done from day one of all of this. I don't give a fuck. I want to make money. How about you? Palantir. That's how you pronounce it. And at least in my world. Palant. SPY going lower. I'm not. I'm waiting until they hit a low, but kind of that could have told you something. Woo! 5898. So this is a big level, friends. This is a big level. Because now 5,800, like I'm telling you, if it gets, I think tomorrow 5830 is in play, but yeah, we might dance around. What time is it? 2:40. my portfolio getting wrecked. How am I making money? I mean, speak for yourself, brother. Speak for yourself. For real though, I mean that respectfully. Oh shit. No way we're going to have a back-to-back down Friday, down Monday. That's actually kind of nuts. Remember, we like skirted that one out on Friday. All right. Nah, fuck that. Yeah. That's it, though. It's good. I think today, though, I learned how to pick up on some of the later puts. So that's it. It just on these days, you might have to find the right one. When it's funny, the market, they turn on you, and when it's up, they love you. I mean, a lot of people are generally stable. I mean, I get everything every day, so I'm chill with it. But, make sure you use this info to make money and do whatever. But at the same time, yeah. I don't know what to tell. Some people, they have a lot of fun here. Some don't. But do what you enjoy. Do what you enjoy. You're loving this? Then why were you bitching at me? You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you're making money and, like, happy today, why did you go out of your way to be a bitch to me? Does that make sense? Is that what you do when you're having a good day? So you're like, oh, my day is so good. I'm going to just bitch at this guy over explaining policy for people to understand on a macro level of how policy is impacting this brand new year in the first quarter. Is that why did you do that? I think the news is the tariff news. We made a play on it, but it realistically, I think NVIDIA added the pressure and sold, but then there were statements there that added a little bit more negative detail on it. You good work, man. I wish you the best of luck. I like real estate. I like long terms. Index. I mean, at this point, a lot of indexes are highs. You could always start a la carte and then just go from there. Break even on those cover calls. Good, baby. Good. See, it worked out. Refinance, Habibi. Refinance. Market sentiment on PCE is a little hotter, but I don't even think it matters. Because now, after this week, the bonds, the market even today, NVIDIA, PCE is going to be hot. Not like hot number, but like I think there's going to be way more volatility now. Because it could have been chill. If today or this whole week, if we kind of even stabilized. But, yeah, core is expected to come in pretty fucking hot. Yeah, technically, yeah, so everybody's there. I guess this could help us out a lot, actually, now that I think about it, because core is at 0.4. So, if everybody thinks it's going to come in hot and it doesn't, that will be a huge sigh of relief. Otherwise, though, I mean, you should be there. And personal spending is going to be interesting. I actually believe this might be more important. So as everybody has been talking about PCE, again, remember, you have way bigger data next week. Again, you're getting ISM or the week after that, and then it'll be March. But retail spending. Where is it? Yeah, or personal spending and personal income. That's going to be a little bit more important tomorrow. Because everybody's starting to get worried about they're starting to get worried about the whole growth slowdown thing. You see what I'm saying? A hot print would kill the bond rally, yes. But then that would be bad because then you would have bonds and stocks sell off. because the market doesn't want bad data right now. So even then, a hot PCE I don't think would be taken as good by equities either. But then even then, a low PCE with low personal spending, personal income, that could be very bad too, because it'll hook up the bonds, but then everybody will dump the market because then they're going to be like, oh shit, deflation. Or again, I mean, remember, I don't want to tell you it. Should I tell you guys now? I told you in the past. Only a few would listen. Oh, man, you don't want this. Oh, no. You want me to tell you? Oh, you want me to tell you? I brought it up. Hold on. Let me fuck with Miguel a little bit more. You weren't bitching at me? I'm a diehard Trump supporter. He could do no wrong. You make money going up. I've been writing this out. No, you're lying. You're being a bitch, okay? Because you're miscategorizing me. I will ask 4,000 people. Do I really believe Trump could do no wrong? Have you not witnessed me call Trump out already and say things I don't like, call his sons cokeheads, so you could try to bring I like making money, I do this, but no, you're making a very obvious miscategorization of me. Again, and you come at me as I am explaining macroeconomics and policy so people could understand the move of the day and understand things in the future. This is when it's created. No, don't be a bitch, just adjust. No. You are being a bitch. I'm just saying, you're not getting out of this. I want to know why. I didn't ban you. I'm not being mean. I'm just saying, why go out of, especially if you're having a good day, why did you go out of your way to come at me in that attitude and miscategorize me multiple times when that's clearly just false? You know what I'm saying? Why? I don't understand why. Especially if you believe in generational wealth and all of these things you say, why? Why? What forced you to do that? So I say it's bitch activity, but unless you have another answer, but I don't know why. I don't know why. But yeah, do you want me to bring you the other one? Shot Tesla, yeah, he has no idea how to respond now. So now you're just useless to the chat because that means we can't interact with you. No, he's gone. Yeah, sorry. But again, I would love, I could get along if y'all treat me normally. You know what I'm saying? If y'all treat me like a normal person, we'll be friends. If you don't miscategorize me, if you stop assuming the worst of me, I would love to talk to you guys. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm not. It doesn't work if you are clearly falsely miscategorizing me in multiple ways. Amen. But back to the PCE. This is what I told you I was going to fuck with Miguel real quick. But here's the deal. Are you guys ready? PCE tomorrow. If that number comes in low, but then personal spending and income drops, I said deflation, and do you guys remember, I think this was 6 months ago I probably told you, or 9 months ago, maybe longer actually. The funny part is, very, very simple. Are you ready for this? I was telling you this before people liked it. We had this conversation because I was trying to explain to you why I was buying things. Right? And now, this might sound scary, but if we do start getting Google Sergey Brin ask workers to spend more time in office. But I told you deflation is bad, but who else? Actually, who is the only person in the modern era to have deflation? Let's see if it connects for you. Let's see if we bring it in full circle. And then Spy bouncing a little bit there. Again, we still got another hour. China. Those are the ones. Those are the people. China, not Japan. Japan had deflation. And now they need inflation. They got a lot of problems. I love Abe. Tell Abe he's my BFF. ABE is my BFF. Rest his soul. It was China. So do you guys remember China? And I told you they had deflation. And they went from flying high to deflation. And I told you guys in a weird way that was terrifying. I told you it's terrifying because a lot of things that it happens in China, it happens to us. And that's what I was saying. Although everyone's like, haha, China's dead. At that moment, I'm like, hold up. You mean to say we're actually having deflation in one part of the world right now? That's not a good thing. Because then that has crazy implications. So, if we did get a growth slowdown and everything did fall off, I mean, I would be careful because then the big fear is that we all of a sudden we do what China already did like many other times. So, yeah. I think Dell will just be big. I think a lot riding on it. And then where's State Street flush STT. STT, it's down. Oh, never mind. It flushed $1. I think it bounced up. Scammers. Yeah, look, that print said $1. Yeah, look at that. It hit 96. That had to be a block trade, but keep eyes on it. STT. You don't understand why deflation is bad? I like you, Owen, but I've explained this before. But I'm going to loan you $1 million, okay? Actually, fuck it. I'm only loan you $10,000. But now you go through deflation and the value of everything drops. And then you get fired from your job. And now, since the price of everything is down, you have to go and get a new job after getting fired. But now, they're offering you $2 an hour because $2 still gets you a lot now because every price changed. But then all of your debt is in $1 million. So the dollar gets stronger. It takes less dollars to get more items. But now you get paid less, and all of your debt is fixed at the old value. So long story short, anybody with debt would get absolutely demolished by any real deflation that lasted long. Because now it'd be harder to make money. You would get paid less money, but all of your debt would be a lot higher. So yeah, your debt doesn't deflate, but your earnings do. And your assets do. That make sense? I mean, it goes beyond a debt to income ratio, but that's one of the major things that would affect real people. But it's way deeper than that, but that's just the 30-second answer. I mean, it is great for those with no debt to a certain amount. But then, again, I mean, here's the crazy part. This is what I was talking about months ago. The scary part is that you could go look at China. So, you know what I'm saying? You could have had, even in China, even if you had a lot of money and you had no debt and the prices of everything came down, it's not like you live in a fun world, if that makes any sense. Because it's not like it's different. Let me put it this way. All you guys with cash and no debt, if we did have deflation, right, and the price of homes, let's say, goes down in half, you're no longer going to be in a market where you buy a home and then it goes up in value in a year. You understand? If anything, it actually might change real estate for 4 or 5 years. So it might be everything now. People won't want to trade. Your activity is going to change, all of that stuff. So in a weird way, you could you'll be way better off if you have no debt, but it's not as if it makes you're not going to have the same environment today. So keep that in mind. Well, look at Max Payne. No. But I have noticed a lot of my like support and resistance, most of the time align with it. Is that why we have a high rate of inflation? Get out of debt as fast as possible and then buy the dip? Yes. Or use the fake money to buy good assets. So even in deflation, you'll still win and then can walk away with high quality assets that somebody gave you for fucking digital money and paper. Like literally, bro, I got somebody to give me a house for a fucking coin. So yeah, you get what I'm saying? Do I remember the fall of, Evergrande? I was like, what the fuck is Evergrande? I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is, bro. Yeah, I remember Evergrande. Yeah, that was part of that led into their deflation. I mean, long story short, I think for the last thing I said, just quite simply, deflation will be the end of the bull market. So although if you had no debt, you would be a little bit better. You'd be a lot better off. But again, your income and a lot of things would change. But do you get the problem? Like, you're no longer going to live in this fucking world where you buy it. Like, you're not going to sit here all day and like, trade, bro. It's going to be terrible. Like, you know what? It's going to be so, like, if you think the chat is bad now, yeah, bro, you have no idea. So literally, you're going to, like, just think about it. You could actually experience 4 years of, like, stocks not going up, not moving, no excitement. You don't buy what do you mean, house flipping? Like, you see what I'm saying? It would be it would end the bull market. It would end a lot of what most people have lived through, if you really think about it. Yeah, SPY going down. Again, we stay pin here. It is literally beginning of power hour. Sadly, it may be necessary. It might be. I mean, to a degree. Ideally, nobody. I mean, let me put it this way. It's not necessary. So all of you, if you really think you need to entirely demolish the economy and give millions of people deflation, that's a very extreme solution. I hope you understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's actually not necessary. So, like, if you're, again, that'd be like you got a cut on your foot and your doctor's like, we should cut off the whole entire leg. It just does not, that's actually not necessary at all. Yeah, that's like, you're talking like Thanos shit to a certain degree. Yeah, bro, you're flushing again. Mike, that's vertical, man. Welcome to Power Hour. He said, take it. Hold on, let me just double check these prems. They're back up, honestly, but it's all expensive. It just, again, like I'm saying, you could go for the out of the monies. There's a way to do it, but you're still taking way too much risk. But you go one at a time. That's what I was gonna do on the first one, and then it just hit. I just don't think we should go too much down. Just because you're at the 58, 59 now, leading into data, but then technically, if you really want to close on the negative bias, you could be like at 58.87, 58.80. Which is still another 15 points. Intel dying. No! My rat! Whoa! We had extreme inflation, so now we need extreme deflation? No, sir. I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying this is extreme. As I saying that you had, like, you did so much cocaine that you should do heroin to level it out. So again, deflation doesn't really occur too often, and it is a thing that people try to avoid. Bro, you're flushing. Yeah, Uber again, we have some of those plays. I want to get rid of them, but even then, at this point, you either go for late day SPY or even tech, or you just wait it out. But again, I think worst case, we got 15 more points. 58.87, never mind. You're there. So again, it should stop here, but if I'm wrong, you're going to go 58.70. Oh, yeah, 58.70. Another 18 points. But, dude, it just did that thing I was telling you. So, yeah. You're down 1-1 on the SPY. Now the Dow is red, too. That was green all day. That was just fun. I just told you 15 points, and then it just literally did it. The 5, I know, don't even remind me, bro. We had a great put play on there. I fucking whiffed it. Even then, I just sold the other one. I got $1. I think that one's up a little bit more. But either way, you get one a day. So I'm not too mad, but learn to do better. Yeah, bro. Microsoft, Apple Meta getting worked. No, gold ain't moved yet. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't trust this, but you just hit one of my levels in a fucking minute. So you still got to, again, I could be wrong, but I think it should stop here. But we got 55 minutes. You have way too much time left. So I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, we need a balance. Pretty much economies, governments, central banks. They could use prices coming down. You just don't want deflation. You would want a little bit of a pullback, tightening of financial conditions. That makes sense, but actual real deflation would end the rally and it would be terrible. And actually, it would have real life negative consequences that most people have actually made a consistent effort to avoid throughout the history of money. So that's why. So we'll see, but I don't think it's necessary. But a little bit of price relief I'm down with. Well, yeah, you got one more gap down below, but then that's the 58.60, but I thought we were going to save that for tomorrow. But let me put it this way. If we do go to 58.60 by today, which I don't think is likely, we're already down 2, but if we did, in the realm of possibility, then tomorrow's range gets fucking burst wide open. That'll be terrifying. Because now you're going to come in tomorrow at the gap, and then now you're looking at next levels of like 200 points lower. So here, you got cushion for that other 100 point. But if we close lower on the gap today, if we close lower into 5,800, now we got to start putting 5,600 on the table just for the data event. So, like I'm saying, we moved a lot already. It should be here. You're getting close if we start to panic down a little bit. But at the end of the day, if it does, the lower we close today, the more risk for tomorrow. The better, if you close around here, it's still bad. But then the higher you close, a little bit more cushion for tomorrow. And yeah, Twitch, why you guys just keep talking about other chads in Discord? You guys failed today. That's not, I see, if I don't pay attention to you, you guys turn in, that's not good. I hope you guys talk about me in chats that consistently, because I'm seeing, I don't know what the fuck you guys are going over, but sounds like some Discord fuck shit. Someone's going to get diddied. No. I didn't look over the chat, and I see some Discord shit. Told you. Right when I tell them they do good, they have to fumble. Esta? You've been talking about beef futures? I didn't see that one. They're like, we're in the same group. Like, okay. You guys got law terms? There's opportunity for spy calls, but, I mean, you're playing a coin flip on the data. Yeah, but this is big. That's like I'm saying. Just depending on how we close, you got a wide gap. We whiffed those puts, though. I'm glad we got at least one 300, 400%er, but shit. All right. Well, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I need a protein while we still have time. I love you. God bless America. Watch if gold flushes, but the problem is gold is not the leader now. That was an easy signal in the morning. Follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity. Real Cult News on Twitter. About to go lower.
On national security grounds, and creates this 3-tier system on national security grounds. And many of our allies were stuck in that tier 2, meaning they couldn't get that best technology. But it says it's going too far, pushing those allies into the 2nd-tier system, asking Trump to kind of reverse that. And also asking that those allies just get the same best AI technology that we have here in the United States. And by the way, I'll add on that Andy Jassy, the Amazon CEO, Scott, he was on with Bloomberg earlier today, and he backed the same proposal, saying it just makes them harder for them to do business with our allies, and it opens up a chance for a country like China to swoop into these countries and provide the technology instead of a United States company, Scott.
All right, Steve, thank you very much for that. Steve Kovac. I mean, you talk about a stock you suggest went from like AI darling, started this whole thing at the beginning of the AI craze. It was all about Microsoft and the relationship with OpenAI. That's what got us here in the first place. And now you think the goalposts may have moved enough that you need to rethink how large you want to be in the stock?
Well, I think what's happening is that, you know, I don't think you have to rethink wholeheartedly, especially since the stock has come in as much as it has. However, there has to be some acknowledgement that, you know, they aren't chasing the OpenAI dream of AGI. And that might be both good and bad, because the CapEx requirements for OpenAI are so incredibly egregious to get to AGI that Microsoft isn't going to bet the farm on it. But on the other hand, you know, they're going to have a lot of inference that they're going to be not only creating inside of Microsoft, but, you know, producing for the world. And meeting. So
yeah, bro, Uber at the low, those plays.
It is a slight narrative shift for Microsoft. Not to mention their numbers were, you know, not great on the last earnings call. Their non-AI data center numbers
the
were
Ubers to make them free.
Expected.
I got one free daily.
And that could be just a sign of the times that enterprise
that was from the earlier ones.
is slowing a little bit.
You'd run a momentum ETF, Joe.
Yes.
There's been no bigger story in the market than the unwind in momentum stocks. You snap a 5-day losing streak for that cohort of stocks yesterday.
Correct.
And here we are, for most of them, right back red again.
Yes.
You point to so many different ones.
Our top, baby. Let's go.
Looking at the trade.
It was a good one. The
again.
first one in the morning was fire. We had
momentum.
another great one, but I'm glad to hear, man.
People keep suggesting
Remember, play it appropriately.
that the momentum unwind is over or ending.
Days like today,
No,
that's
I
why
said
you keep
yesterday,
it small,
I
baby.
didn't
Keep
think
it
that
small.
you should take comfort in the price recovery that we were seeing from momentum and believe that it was a return to leadership. And that's one of the biggest problems right now, because momentum was the leadership in the market, and it's not anymore. Earlier today, you had some of the financial sector where large momentum weightings reside right now, try to find its footing and establish itself as a leader. But no, Scott, you can't take comfort and believe that this is the end of the momentum unwind. And I'm not trying to correct you, but remember, I don't believe in purely investing in one factor of momentum. I think you have to introduce the quality
Memento
factor
mori.
and combining the two.
And when I'm not talking about necessarily, it's the MTUM ETF, but yours, you know, hasn't been performing great lately because of momentum in and of itself. it's hard to perform very well when you're holding AppLovin through the slide.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Well, listen, and a name like AppLovin, a name like Palantir, a name like Deckers, which has a reasonable valuation, we rode that all the way up. We did really well, and now you're getting the pullback on it. So when you're getting the pullback, the hope is that the introduction of this quality factor that we combine here with momentum, it acts as a shock absorber. But
see, you guys don't get it. This is why I was telling you, though. So we do got to watch out. Fuck. It's kind of crazy. But do you guys not see it? Like I'm telling you, if we go around, the lower we close today, and if tomorrow opens up the door for these 5,600s, I look at it, bro. If we start getting back to 5,600, that's it. Our last line that we ever drew on here, we come back to that. Because, again, we just started melting up prior to that. Remember, we stopped at, like, middle. I last drew this line middle of 24, bro, or something like that. So now this starts to get you back to a very, very wild level. So we'll see. You're coming back down. Again, this is a level. You got, like, another 17 points. I said that here, and then it did it again. And now it's coming back down. I mean, yeah, Bitcoin goes through the 80. Where's the – I forgot the other level. But that one's going to relate to the, what's it called? The election level. And then if that happens, yeah, I think 77's in play. So, yeah, Bitcoin has 80,000 flat. Gets really scary at 77. And then, like, the real price, 69. I think you're going to go through that levels at a time. But Bitcoin moves faster than SPOX. Why isn't TLT benefiting? Because it's already went up, but that's the weird part about today. It's still waiting on something, and that I don't like. And that's why I'm saying the morning liquidations and reactions made sense. I just think this is people moving shit around end of the month. And then, again, not even end of the month, just also NVIDIA. Don't forget, the biggest company in the world, we just got lulled into a pretty big drop. You get what I'm saying? You were at 130 to 135 this morning. You're at 122, on multiple trillions of dollars here. So again, and then the waiting on the market. Remember I told you that could move QQQ 3%, 3.5% if it really wanted to. So again, that's why it's like, that's another part of today where it's like some of it is fear, but then don't forget that waiting. Again, even CRM dropped too. $200, I thought some technicals broke earlier. I don't know if you're going to get your pivot. Again, all bets are off. Like I'm telling you, dude, I gave you a level like 10 minutes ago, and I was like, if I'm wrong, and then it fucking goes down 10 points instantly. So again, you have like 58.70 or 77 or 72, and then that's, like I'm saying, 58.50, you fill the gap, and then anything below there, that's just, you will not have much cushion coming into tomorrow. The data is going to be pre-market. So PCE comes out early, and now, again, it's already expected to be in hot. There's a chance that Coinbase flushing now, there's a chance that you get hooked up because the data expectation is so hot. But then also now there is a chance that if it does come in hot with also retail spending, I mean, it could be a very bad combination. Again, depending on if you're more worried about inflation or stagflation like we just talked about. Does anybody short in here? You don't know if I mess with shorts? Come on, brother. I was shorting stocks before some of you were wearing shorts. But at the end of the day, like I've tried to make clear many times today, I have no problem with any strategy. I have problems with bad balance management and risk management. That's what I care about. That's the part that I don't like in the Chad. That's the part that is offensive. That is the part that is bad information for people. So whatever strategy you are doing or anything, just make sure you are controlling your budget balance and not going overboard and using an appropriate amount relative to what you are actually putting in the long term and saving. That right there is the main thing. So anything else, I mean, do your thing. But if you're shorting your whole entire account, I'm not down with that. But a nice allocation that isn't too crazy. I mean, I hope you did good. Yeah, I think we're gonna do a live. I gotta set it up. What time? Dude, it's still mad early. It's 12:40, and then you're going lower. VIX on the high now. Crazy part, VIX isn't even at 22. So remember, VIX at 22, you get fear. You only had that with DeepSeek, technically. And then the other points, well, let's see. Powell. I really want a VIX play, but they have been difficult to come by. See, but this is what I was even saying with some of the calls, you got to kind of be careful. Because any of these little dip buy, bro, they're washed. You're going to get washed on them. But then again, buying the puts is very difficult later stage. You got to go little by little. Thank you, man. I hope you have a good one. Enjoy. Get ready for tomorrow. Get ready for Friday, baby. White House believes call by Turkey's jailed militant leader to lay down arms will bring peace. Uber next week. I made mine free. They did good. So we have one set of Ubers kind of go a little crazy. So do something with that. And then Spy Lawyer. And then MPW's holding up too. That one's been a fun one. Now watch TLT. Oh, yo. TLT might make a late day move. Just be mindful of that. Or Spy's going to make a big move. But yeah, watch out for that. OpenAI. Oh, are they doing their stream? Will add GPUs next week for GPT-4. Add tens of thousands of GPUs next week. So, yeah, Sam Altman is talking right now. I forgot about that. They're doing that little live stream. He's talking about buying GPUs, but I don't think NVIDIA wants anything to do with even Intel, bro. Everything's starting to get more liquidy. Again, Staples actually held up. Holy shit. Never mind. Healthcare liquidated. XLF liquidated. So again, you guys do not like this. I'm telling you, whenever anything goes up 1% all day and then goes negative in 30 minutes, that's not a good sign. So that's why I'm saying be on the lookout for these like liquidations. I'm surprised the Staples held up, but XLF and financials did not. But yeah, that's kind of surprising, but we're doing it again. This happened like 2 or 3 times already. So we'll see. Well, either in a hurry to sell or probably computers in the morning or, again, it's just not stable. No matter what it is, even if you don't know the answer, that's not stable at all. And that's not really, that doesn't, make you feel confident. That doesn't make you put on risk. All right, bouncing a little bit. We're give or take dancing within that. Again, 58.77, that was what I was telling you. So you're dancing here, but there's still a lot of time on the clock. Today is Thursday. telling you sell the rips. I mean, I'm glad you paid attention. In a weird, none of this was unexpected. That's what I hate about it. I just don't like the reaction timing with all of it, because I'm like, wow, it's painfully slow. And then you have people reacting at different times to what's important. But yeah, you should have been prepared. Again, the watch list at the beginning of this week was the market could make a major move. And we talked about a lot of the good things and then also the things that were flashing red. So shout out to the long term, baby. And shout out to the watch list, because there was a lot on there throughout this last couple of weeks, that, especially even this week, that I think were preparation. But again, the market, this is a difficult market. It reminds me of 2018 or 2016 when, like, Trump, man, he causes a lot of stuff, but I really think people forgot about the Trump chop. You know what I'm saying? I really, really think everybody forgot how choppy Trump trading was. I kind of forgot for a little bit. I'm quickly reminded, but yeah, bro, this happened in 2016, 2018. You know, when the tariffs come in and there's like clear, it will melt up, it'll melt down. But I remember very vividly right before Volmageddon, it moved just like this, where you go 5 up, 5 down, 5 up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there is a lot of chop. That's why I'm saying you don't get panicky, because you're going to get pissed if this chops up another 4% just to chop down 3. But until we get the info, we are going to be, waiting. But yeah, I think a lot of it, though, nothing should be like catching you off guard. I just think you got to be really timing, patient. There's going to be a lot of just back and forth. And then again, interpreting, not even be quick, because even the other the way the market and the media are reacting is also, you have a very big divergence of opinions. You know what I'm saying? That's why even what is going to happen plays out different, sometimes fast, sometimes slow. It's because, again, the divergence in opinions right now is just massive. There is a very big canyon between the two. Yeah, man. I like it, so get ready, though. Get ready for it. But that's why I'm saying it's like, pay attention to what's going on. You know what's happening. But again, the execution of it's going to be choppy until it's not, until it's clear-cut. The clear-cut ones are going to be easy. That's where you melt up, melt down. That's what we want. But again, this back and forth, you just got to stay alive and then be smart about it. And then again, if we have info, you'll know how to go on it, but it will be, again, sometimes fast, sometimes slow. Thank you. You read Richest Man in Babylon and watched Tulsa King. Both are highly recommended. That's amazing. I've never heard that one. Those are two very different sets of content, but I'm glad you enjoyed both of them. Say, I read Richest Man in Babylon, and after I dealt with Arcad, I got to watch Stallone be a drug dealer. Richest Chad in Oklahoma. All right, how much time we got? 30 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Still near these lows. Again, this is kind of a danger zone. I think you need to get out of it, but anything is possible at this point. As selling long term for a how valid? Yeah, 100%. Take what I need out? Yeah. Just go in escrow first, though. So don't sell it because you're shopping. You should be selling it out of like pure necessity for the house, in the sense that once that deposit gets pulled, then you should start selling and moving the money to the funds to escrow. Nivda, watch out for that too. Again, that complicated today. As much as you want to look at it, why we went down or whatnot, I mean, 3/4 of it, half of it is NVIDIA. I think NVIDIA earnings were good, and then it was just very, like, neutral in its own way. Yeah, MP dubs. Okay. Nice. Making those free. Okay, I made those free. I grabbed them in the morning, but 100%. So free calls on that. Damn, TLT even down too. So again, there might be a bigger move there at the end, but yeah, they got that one. Does volatility dampen the reaction to earnings? Yeah, definitely. That's what we've seen here. It's made a lot of things a little bit more difficult. Ooh, Uber had other news, but yeah, take a look now. 30 minutes, bro. The velocity is picking up again. Gold is going down. NVIDIA, and then certain value names are going up. It's a very weird one right now because you're getting both risk off and like rotation into the same place. So like literally, some people are rotating, and then some people are dipping right now. That's what I'm saying. The dollar's still up for the first time today. Yeah, you're getting like half and half right now. It's not good. XLP's up. That's what I'm saying. Some names are still moving. Financials, I would have thought they would have held up better, and then your boy healthcare gave it all up. Trump Starmer, tough negotiator, UK especially. Is it starting?
An honor, but it's not for me.
Oh,
it's for our
shit,
country.
this
It's
is live.
for our country. So I just want to thank you, and I want to thank.
Hold on,
King
this is
Charles. Thank you
different.
very much,
Fuck
and we
yeah.
accept. I don't know if the media is
Hey,
going to
yo.
follow us. I have a feeling they might. Okay,
Anything. This could be live now.
I'm pleased to say that the bust of one of the Prime Minister's greatest predecessors,
So yeah,
Winston
pay
Churchill,
attention.
is now back
This
in
isn't the other one we had statements
rightful
for.
place in the Oval Office, and we're very proud of it. Our meeting today and the various breakout sessions we had were tremendously productive. Most importantly, I provided the Prime Minister with an update on our efforts to end the bloody and horrible war in Ukraine with Russia, which would never have happened if I were president. That was not going to happen. I promise you that.
Yeah, I grabbed it.
After 3 years of hellacious conflict, approximately
spy,
1 million
different than before.
Ukrainians and Russians have been senselessly killed, but the number, I believe, is much higher than that. Countless schools, hospitals, towns, and beautiful ancient churches have been absolutely obliterated. To begin the process of ending this spiral of death, I had historic back-to-back calls with President Putin, very successful calls, I might add, and President Zelensky, and my team also spoke with the Secretary General of NATO on numerous occasions, and we're working very hard to get that war brought to an end. I think we've made a lot of progress, and I think it's moving along pretty rapidly. And I want to thank all of the people that are here that have been working on it. And we'll let you know what happens. It'll either be fairly soon or it won't be at all. In addition, this week I met with
Fairly
President
soon or won't be
Macron
at
of
all.
France, as you know, and held talks with members of the G7. We'll be digging.
back.
We'll be digging. Dig we must. A big utility in
They
New
got
York
me.
Con Edison, and they used to have a sign, dig we must, and we will be digging. But much
Too many
of
good
the
call-outs
European
today, bro. They
aid
don't.
to
YouTube
Ukraine
hates
has
you.
been sent in the
YouTube
form
hates
of
me.
loans for which they expect to be paid back, and we didn't have that.
Damn,
honor
he just
under
said
the
war will
Biden
end
administration. He
very
sent money
soon
and
or
just
not
sent
at all.
Money after money after money, and never had any.
Again, you're supposed to hear from Zelensky
any
tomorrow.
knowledge of ever seeing it back. Maybe $300 to $350 billion, but under the breakthrough agreement, very unusual, which everyone said was difficult to get, but it's really very good for Ukraine and very good for us. The American taxpayers will now effectively be reimbursed for the money and hundreds of billions of dollars poured into helping Ukraine defend itself, which by and of itself is a very worthy thing to do. We've paid far more than any other country, and with most of our support, it's been paid in military, the finest weapons anywhere in the world. This includes vast amounts of military hardware, ammunition,
Josh
and,
Lotto.
various other things.
Hey man,
We
you're
now
always welcome to play,
have to
but
start
I don't
rebuilding our
know
own
if we have a
stockpiles.
lottery.
Additionally, the minerals
It's not
agreement
even a Friday.
will provide the basis for a more sustainable future relationship between the United States and Ukraine, and thus stimulate the long-term prosperity that will help the Ukrainians rebuild their country. It's been demolished, and the ruined infrastructure. The infrastructure, as you know, is in very bad shape. In just over 1 month, our administration has already achieved more progress toward peace than years in the other administration where they did nothing toward peace. They didn't understand what was happening. Our approach is basically common sense. As I said, so many of the things that we do are based on common sense. If you want peace, you have to talk, both sides. As I discussed with Prime Minister Starmer, the next step we're making is toward a very achievable ceasefire. We hope that that can happen quickly, because thousands of young people, in this case, we're not talking about Americans, we're talking about Ukrainians and Russians are being killed every week, thousands. And it's a rough battlefield. It's a flat piece of land, and the bullet only stops when it hits somebody. And this week, I saw the reports, and it's I don't even want to say what they are, but thousands of people, young, vibrant people died. And we want to stop that. Senseless. Should have never happened. This will lay the groundwork for a long-term peace agreement that will return stability to Eastern Europe and hopefully ensure that such a terrible war will never happen on European soil, or for that matter anywhere
Okay, High
again.
Ticker has a couple things moving. We're leveling out. You went a little lower.
It's a horrible thing.
24
what's going
minutes.
on.
Everyone's just listening to
The
this now.
disaster in Ukraine shows exactly why
He
it's
keeps
so
talking
important
Ukraine,
for
hasn't
the
said anything
United
about
Kingdom
UK
and
tax
other
tariffs. When
NATO
he starts
partners
saying
to
that,
make
you're going to
large
react.
Investments in their defense capabilities. In many cases, 4% or 5% of GDP would be appropriate. I know that they're raising it. I just read an article, a great article, about the work you're doing in the UK as to the military. You're raising it quite a bit, which is a great thing to do for your country. It's a great thing to do. It's sad that we need that, but probably need that. So congratulations on that. I know you got it through. After years of chronic underfunding, there's an urgent need to catch up for some countries. And I want to thank the Prime Minister once again for traveling here today. Working together, I believe that will once again demonstrate the power of our country's unique friendship. This is indeed a unique friendship. It's been many years, and I think it's only gotten stronger, and we will make sure that it stays that way. We're going to have a great trade agreement. One way or the other, we're going to end up with a very good trade agreement for both countries, and we're working on that as we speak. I think we'll have the confines. I think we'll have something maybe even in terms of possibilities agreed to very shortly. JD's working on it, Vice President, and Scott, and I'm just looking at this all from Mike. You're going to work on it. Everyone's going to work on it. We'll see if we can do something pretty quickly, but we're going to make some great trade agreements with the UK and with the Prime Minister, and it'll happen very quickly. So I just want to thank you again, and please thank King Charles for the invite, and I look forward to you giving our acceptance on behalf of the United States of America. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you for your hospitality. Thank you for your leadership.
How he talks?
This has been a very good and very productive visit.
He's so
and with your
chipper.
family roots in Scotland and your close bond with His Majesty the King, it's good to know that the United Kingdom has a true friend in the Oval Office. And it was so good to see the bust of Winston Churchill back in its rightful place just a moment ago. But look, in a moment of real danger around the world,
President
the
Trump.
relationship, this
Oh, no, that's
relationship
another one.
matters more than ever.
Reiteration.
We remain each other's first partner in defence, ready to come to the other's aid, to counter threats wherever and whenever they may arise. No two militaries are more intertwined than ours. No two countries have done more together to keep people safe. And in a few weeks, we mark VE Day, the 80th anniversary of victory in Europe. Britain and America fought
Qualcomm
side by
flushing.
side to make that happen.
Again, 10-minute rigged, or no, 20. Hold on, that moved like 10-minute rigged.
Today.
NVIDIA again.
And we're focused now on bringing an enduring end to the barbaric war in Ukraine. Mr. President, I welcome your deep and personal commitment to bring peace and to stop the killing. You've created a moment of tremendous opportunity to reach a historic peace deal, a deal that I think would be celebrated in Ukraine and around the world. That is the prize. But we have to get it right. There's a famous slogan in the United Kingdom from after the Second World War. That is that we have to win the peace. And that's what we must do now. Because it can't be peace that rewards the aggressor or that gives encouragement to regimes like Iran. We agree history must be on the side of the peacemaker, not the invader. So the stakes, they couldn't be higher. And we're determined to work together to deliver a good deal. We
Okay, you're
discussed
hitting the
a
low
plan
again.
today to reach a peace that is
You're like,
tough
actually, you're
and
3 points
fair,
above it.
that Ukraine
But
will
you're
help
there.
shape, that's backed by strength, to
Dancing
stop Putin
Queen.
coming back for more. Now, I'm working closely with other European leaders on this, and I'm clear that the UK is ready to put boots on the ground and planes in the air to support a deal, working together with our allies, because that is the only way that peace will last. Mr. President, in this new era, you're also right that Europe must step up. And let me tell you now, I see the growing threats we face, and so the UK is all in. This year we'll be giving more military aid to Ukraine than ever. And just this week,
I don't think
I've
that's
set
what he
out
meant.
how we're shouldering more of the security burden. We're already one of the biggest
Like we
spenders
heard,
in
we're going
NATO,
to give them more money.
and now we're going
We're going to send
much
more
further,
planes for
delivering Britain's
peace.
biggest sustained increase in defence spending since the Cold War.
All
This
right,
isn't
look at
just
bonds
talk,
now this time,
it's
too.
action.
So again, bonds are
Rebalancing the
still low, but you're
transatlantic
flushing
alliance,
again. I don't know. I
making
think
us
you're going to get
all
more of a
stronger,
reaction
and
out of
standing up
equities
for our
than anything
shared
else, maybe
values
Bitcoin.
and shared security.
But again, new low was
As
just set,
Britain
574.
always has.
You're below the 577, man.
Mr.
That's
President,
crazy.
It's no secret we're from different political traditions, but there's a lot that we have in common. We believe it's not taking part that counts. What counts is winning. If you don't win, you don't deliver. And we're determined to deliver.
Okay,
for the
getting
working
volume.
people
Bro,
of
it's moving
Britain
like 10
and
minute
America,
rigged. You got 20 minutes
who
left.
want and deserve to see their lives improve.
47
So
million
we're
in
both in a
volume. It's
hurry
not
to
even
get
that
things
crazy.
done. And that's what the UK and US do
Look at
when
it.
we work together. We win and we get things done. So we'll do what it takes to keep our people safe. We'll also work together to deliver some big
Okay,
economic
still going
wins
lower.
that can
No
benefit us
reaction
both.
on anything else.
We have a $1.5
This is literally
trillion
NVIDIA and
invested
SPY, bro.
in each other's
And I mean,
economies,
NASDAQ too, but you're down
creating
2.5.
over 2.5
1-3
million
on the
jobs
SPY.
across both economies. Our trading relationship is not just strong, it's fair, balanced, and reciprocal. We're leaders together in so many areas, ranked 1 and 2 in the world as investment destinations, 1 and 2 for universities, 1 and 2 for Nobel Prizes, 1 and 2 in golf as well, by the way, And we're the only two Western countries with trillion-dollar tech sectors, leaders in AI. And look, we take a similar approach on this issue. Instead of over-regulating these new technologies, we're seizing the opportunities that they offer. So we've decided today to go further,
LMT.
to begin work on a new economic deal with
Again,
advanced
all the
technology
defense stocks
at
have
its
still
core.
been loving this.
Look, our two nations
Keep that in
together
mind.
shaped the great technological innovations of the last century. We have a chance now to do the same for the 21st century. I mean, artificial intelligence could cure cancer. That could be a moonshot for our age.
Okay. That's a
And
great way
that's
to
how we'll
start that
keep
one out.
delivering for our people. There are so many opportunities. Keep our nation strong and fulfill the promise
AI
of
really
greatness
gonna cure
that has
cancer,
always
or this just
defined
sound like a penny
this
stock?
relationship. Finally, to underline the importance of this bond. It was my privilege and
Bonds?
honour to bring a letter with me today from His Majesty the King, not only sending his best wishes, but also inviting the President and the First Lady to make a state visit to the United Kingdom. An unprecedented second state visit. This has never happened before. It's so incredible, it will be historic. And I'm delighted that I can go back to His Majesty the King and tell him that President Trump has accepted the invitation.
Wow.
So thank you. Our teams will now work together to set a date, and we look forward to welcome you in the United Kingdom. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much. What a beautiful accent. I would have been president 20 years ago if I had that accent.
That's what my dad says, just about speaking English. Let's look at that.
Okay, let's see here.
You guys know that Donald Trump,
Go
like
ahead,
low-key,
please.
just remind me of my dad sometimes. Because that Gaza shit was weird, and you saw that video.
You believe
But, like,
foreign countries
I just think
pay
he
tariffs,
like a
but
dumbass
Americans who
old
are
guy.
concerned about higher
You know what I'm saying?
prices
Who just like post
believe,
AI shit. Like he's like,
as
look at
most
this.
people do, that
Otherwise,
they're
or
paid
he
by
just really is the
consumers and
Antichrist.
importers
But
when
either
they
way,
import things into this
yeah.
country. Can you explain how you came to this belief that foreign governments are paying tariffs? And for the Prime Minister, did you discuss with President Trump his repeated statements of desire to annex Canada? And has the King expressed any concern over the President's apparent desire to remove one of his realms from his control?
So I'll go ahead. The first part, the tariffs are necessary because we've been treated very unfairly by many, many countries, including our friends, friend and foe. But we've been treated very unfairly in trade.
This is it.
At levels that nobody's really ever seen before, and especially under
VIX
the Biden
is rocketing
administration,
before
they
the spy
really took
moving and
advantage of
Nvidia
the
is
United
selling.
States.
It's gonna make it tough.
I put massive tariffs on China during my 4 years. We had the best economy in the
Okay,
history of
listen.
our country.
VIX
One-
is already
probably the
moving on
best
this.
Economy, maybe the
But he hasn't
best
said
economy
anything.
in the history of the world. And I used tariffs to even things up. And in particular with China, we took in hundreds of billions of dollars, and we had no inflation. And it's a myth. It's a myth that's put out there by foreign countries that really don't like paying tariffs, and especially to even up. So we've been treated badly by a lot. We're using tariffs. And I find, and you just have to look at the numbers, but I find that it's not about inflation. It's about fairness. And the inflation for us has not existed. And I don't think it's going to exist. We're going to bring our car industry back. We're going to bring our chips back. We're going to bring so many
Yo,
things back
tea
to
and
our
crumpets
country,
in the
including
chat. Calm down,
pharmaceuticals and
okay?
drugs.
Thank you.
And
We
the
get it.
thing
Thank
that's
you. I
gonna get us
appreciate you.
there is tariffs.
I didn't
And
know we had this
I
many
say
UK
often
people
it's
in here,
my
but calm
favorite
down,
word
you
in the
fuckers.
dictionary, but
What's going
I
on?
always preface that by saying now, because I got into a lot of trouble with the fake news.
I had
where
no
they
idea
say,
we had this
that's
many
not
UK
good, so I
people
say,
until he was
God,
like, "Oh,
God,
hello." And then you
family,
guys are like, "I
wife,
hate
they're
him."
all my favorite
I'm like,
words.
"Why do you?"
Tariff
They're
is
like,
about
"He's
number
my
4 or
king."
5 on the list.
I hate the king.
But I will tell you,
They're like, "That's not
it's
the
gonna make
king,
our country
Joshua.
rich,
It's not
and
the
it's going
king.
to
It's the
stop
prime
us from
minister."
being a laughing stock
Big
all over
difference.
the world. because
Oh,
we
yeah, I
have been
get
taken
it, man. I
advantage
get it.
of
Don't
like
worry,
no
man. I
country
feel
has
you.
ever been taken advantage of. Thank you very much. And
That's crazy.
Look, we had a really good.
So are you guys like the
discussion, a
rednecks
productive
of your
discussion, a good
locale?
discussion, as a result
Because
of
again,
which our
people think
teams are
I'm a
now gonna be
redneck
working
now
together
because I'm
on an
like,
economic
no,
deal.
I don't
Our
like
teams are gonna be
government
working
spending
together
and
on
people
security
lying all the
in
time.
Ukraine.
And they're like,
You
oh,
mentioned
you
Canada.
die
I think we're
hard.
trying
They
to
think I'm a
find
redneck. So are you guys like
divide
rednecks
between
in the
us
UK now?
that
Is
exist.
that like,
We're the
is
closest,
that, you guys have
of
Harleys and
nations,
shit?
and we had very good
Probably
discussions.
you can't because of the
today, but we
environment.
didn't
That's
discuss
enough.
Canada.
thank you.
That's enough.
Please. Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. Yes. Thank you.
Hi, Natasha Clark from
Hi.
LBC. Mr. President, you've said you're working
said
on a
new
trade deal
advanced
with Britain, which we, of
economic
course,
deal,
welcome.
but-
President Obama once said Britain was at the back of the queue for that trade deal. Where are we now? When do you think we're going to see that? And Prime Minister, the BBC has today admitted serious flaws over the recent Gaza coverage, suggestions of payments made to people linked to Hamas. Does the BBC,
You're not allowed to
BBC
say what you
still have your
think, or you
trust?
could get in
Thank you.
serious trouble. No way.
Well, they didn't do well with.
Well, listen,
President
if you don't
Obama.
like
He
the
never
video,
got
I'm going to forward your
a lot
chat
of things
facts
done, and
to
he
the
didn't
Prime
get a
Minister.
trade deal done. That was
So
of
now you
any
better like the
importance or
video,
magnitude.
or I'll
We
show them
have,
how you really feel.
We've had great discussions on trade, and I think we're going to have a deal.
That's
done
what y'all did to
rather
me for the
quickly,
last
as
4
quickly as
years,
it can be
huh?
done. We're gonna have
Think
something,
about it.
I think rather quickly.
Mhm.
We expect to do that. Okay, please.
On the BBC, look, I've been concerned about the programme in question. The Secretary of State had a meeting with the BBC. I think it was yesterday. It could have been the day before. Thank you.
Okay, you're moving up a little bit, but you're just back to the other level.
Jeff, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Pardon me. Mr. President, do you support Article 5 of the NATO treaty? And are you concerned that it might be triggered if European peacekeeping forces end up in Ukraine?
I support it. I don't think we're going to have any reason for it. I think we're going to have a very successful peace, and I think it's going to be a long-lasting peace. And I think it's going to happen hopefully quickly. If it doesn't happen quickly, it may not happen at all. And we want it for two reasons. Number one, I want to see on a humane basis, I want to see soldiers stop getting shot, because largely it's soldiers now. Towns have been obliterated, but it's largely that. And I don't want to pay billions and billions and billions of dollars, nor does the Prime Minister or anybody else, on a senseless war that should have never happened. And we're going to get it taken care of. But I think it's going to be a peace that's going to be long-lasting. Do you have a question for the Prime Minister?
It'll be a tremendous piece. The best piece you've ever seen.
Mr. Prime Minister, you were asking the president
A piece
today
of
about
pie.
a backstop.
Who doesn't
for
love
Europe
pie?
If
That's the type of
peacekeeping
peace.
force ends up in Ukraine, did you feel like you got a satisfying answer for yourself and for Europe? And
It's
Mr.
our
President,
10-minute
if you want to
rig,
comment on that
but
as well, please do.
look decent,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
thought we had a very
fighting.
productive,
And then Bond's dying.
Discussion, obviously, as the
So this should be
President
good
says,
for the market
deal has
compared to the
come
last 5
first.
days. But again, market's
But
done the
yes,
opposite.
Our teams are going to be talking about how we make
Yeah,
sure
LMT
that
and defense is
deal
loving all of
sticks,
this.
is
All day.
lasting, and enforced. So our teams will be talking about that.
Okay. Please, Blue.
Mr. President, some experts think it could take more than a decade to mine the precious minerals from Ukraine. How much should the U.S. expect to receive, and when do you expect to see that come to fruition?
Well, we're never going to know that answer, but by our being in Ukraine and doing the exploration and also the digging and taking the rare earth, which we need in our country very badly, we'll be doing a substantial amount of work, probably about at least what we have in there, and we hope to be able to do that. You never know when it comes to that. You know, you dig and maybe things aren't there like you think they're there, but we'll be spending a lot of time there. It'll be great for Ukraine. It's like a huge economic development project, so it'll be good for both
MPW
countries.
feeling like a diamond? No.
Please.
The stripper just sent you a Snapchat of her reading the Bible, and you're falling for it.
Excuse me. Prime Minister.
You need more than that, brother. More than that.
You've talked about putting British soldiers' boots on the ground in Ukraine in the event.
Still like the stock. I'm just
succeeds with
telling
this
you, though.
peace
It's
deal.
not that. What do you mean, fucking
Can
diamond?
you do that without a firm assurance that America will have our back in the form of some kind of security guarantee? Were Putin to breach that agreement? And Mr. President, tomorrow you're seeing President Zelensky to sign this deal on minerals and energy that could be hugely important to the United States. Will you take the opportunity to apologize to him for calling him a dictator while praising Vladimir Putin, who is a dictator.
These fucking
well, Robert, let me start by saying I've been really clear
with his,
today and
with his
previously
fucking
that,
posh-ass accent asking that
European
question.
countries, including the United Kingdom, need to step up in our own defence and security. We've been
Yeah,
doing that in
smug-ass
recent days. You saw
voice.
the
That's
announcement
it.
we made
I don't even
on
care.
spending,
It's like the content of the
just the other
question a
day.
little. I
But
know
in
what he was
addition to
doing,
that,
but
I've made it clear
the
that
fucking
United
voice
Kingdom
made
will
it
play its
more.
full part in ensuring
stung
that,
a little bit more.
If there's a deal, and we hope there is a deal in Ukraine, that is a lasting deal.
Yeah, this
that
instigator
sticks,
with
and
his
we're obviously
so sophisticated.
working with other European countries
What a sophisticated
on that, France and
instigation.
NATO, in particular. But I think I'm hosting 18 countries on Sunday to further
Like,
our
sir, you're gonna take
discussions.
that.
You heard from the president this
Personally,
morning,
if that was me,
that, you know,
I wouldn't put up with
historically
that.
has
But
always been the case.
he
We
has
have
today.
each
He
other's
called you a
backs,
baby
and
back
today we've been
bitch.
talking,
That's what he said. End quote.
About
do you still
the
feel
deal,
that way?
How that will
That he's
be
a baby
lasting
back
deal.
bitch.
And
That's what she
coming
said.
out of this, our teams will now be talking in detail about that.
It's exactly what she
We're going
said.
to have a very
Actually,
good meeting tomorrow, 11 o'clock, and I think we're going to have a very good meeting tomorrow morning. We're going to get along really well. Okay? We have a lot of respect. I have a lot of respect for him. We've given them a lot of
Is he gonna
equipment
touch on
and a
the
lot of money,
dictator
but
part?
they have fought very bravely, no matter how you figure it. They have really fought. Somebody has to use that equipment, and they have been very brave in that sense. Yeah, please, go ahead.
The ceasefire deal is nearing an end this Saturday, and there's been some worry that phase 2 might never get there. Do you believe that phase 2 of the ceasefire in Gaza will come to fruition? And
Yeah,
have
he
you spoken
dodged
to
it,
Netanyahu
low-key.
about it? And for the Prime
UK
Minister,
guy stepped in for him, though.
This peacekeeping deal has been pushed
Starmer
forward by
low-key
UK
held
and
him
France
held
as
him down
well.
on that.
Have you been in discussions with any other European countries to join this?
Apple
initiative?
Flushing.
Are you expecting
So
Commonwealth
final
countries
five.
to also
Wrap it
join
up.
this?
That's it, bro. Everything's a dud.
So we're
Them
working
puts for
very
the
hard
hit.
in the Middle East and Gaza. and
Finalize
all
your
of the
plays,
problems,
brothers.
And it's been going on for
Yeah, Apple
years and
flushing
years
now.
and
Watch if
centuries and
financials or
centuries.
staples come
It's
down next.
It's a tough neighborhood, but it could be a very beautiful neighborhood, and I think we're going to come up with some pretty good solutions. But phase 1 is almost complete. We've had some people that have been very seriously injured, very seriously hurt, both physically and mentally. They've come out of there very, very, and some of them in very, very bad shape. It's shocking. Many young people aren't in bad shape. Young
Yeah, those
people
MPW
strong,
calls are
healthy.
going
They
crazy
don't
now.
die. People have come out dead. Young
Against
people
Spy. I
and
sold the
old
last
people.
one. I sold it here, I think, even
It's
then.
a rough
And it was a couple hundred,
situation,
but that one hit.
I think we're going to make it much better, and I think that
Again,
we've
if you
had a
want
huge
any, you got to
impact
get
on
close
that
to the
since
money
we've
if you're
been
going to
in
try to
just
play
the 4
anything for
weeks.
tomorrow.
I
Otherwise,
think
you
we've had a
wait.
huge impact
That's
on
if it's an
Gaza, the
option, or
Middle
you could
East,
do
and we have some
pre-market,
pretty
and then
good,
again, PCE in the morning.
talks going
That's
on
what you guys got to be
concerning
wrapping it up
lots
right
of
now.
other
5
people that are
minutes,
gonna make
so
it better.
you have had no
We'll
relief.
see what happens.
A
Nobody
little
really
bit lack
knows,
of
but we'll see what
liquidation,
happens.
but
But I
gold
think
came
we've had
back
a very
down.
positive
Bonds are not
impact.
moving.
Prime Minister.
This is
on the
NVIDIA, man.
question
I hate to
of,
break it to you.
The European countries, yes, I've spoken to a number of countries, particularly in the last few weeks. We had a meeting in Paris last week. I've got a meeting on Sunday with 18 countries to further our discussions. Obviously, we've been talking quite
Yeah, bro,
intensely.
the spy hasn't
to our
escaped
French
NVIDIA
colleagues, and to NATO, but to
Maybe
other
here.
countries as well, because, as I say, I think it's important for European countries, including the United Kingdom, to
You made
step
Baba
up and do
free in the
more
long term?
in the
Nice.
defense
But you
and
will have to
security
pay for a
of
new membership,
Europe and
'cause
our
that's not what
continent
we
and the
teach
United
in here.
Kingdom, and we'll do so. Well, we're talking to a
But
number
good
of
work.
other countries.
Thank you. Yes, in the red, please.
So take another
Pink red.
$4.99 to cover that,
Flaming red.
just in case.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. A question on Ukraine. Number one is, if you're not considering the security guarantees, are you open to other forms of, for example, intelligence?
All right, bro.
operation
That's it, bro.
with
Even
Ukraine?
then, that's
And
crazy.
Mr. Prime Minister, President Trump has
Bro, you're
proposed
closing in the
Gaza.
danger zone, brothers.
Does
I hate
this
to break.
fit
This is
into the
terrible.
two-state solution that
Bro,
the
tomorrow's,
UK
again, set your
helped
plays.
for a long time?
If
Do
you
see
want,
it fit
again, be
into
careful of the
your
out the money
general
ones. Those premiums are coming up again.
Yeah, thank you very much. We're open to many things, but before I
So again,
think
but
about
again, if
that,
you're trying to play any
that's
put, I would go
almost
near the
pleasant to
money,
think about,
or you go
because
with
that
the
would
really
mean that
cheap
peace
ones,
has
but it'll
been
still be
arrived at.
difficult. Otherwise,
We have to
calls
arrive
as
at
well.
that
But
peace.
now,
And,
tomorrow, we are going to
you know,
have
you
a
went
little bit
3.5
more
years
juice, man.
with an administration
That's
that
it.
never
PCE
even
got a
really had a
little bit
meeting.
more
They didn't have a
important.
meeting on peace.
Because you're down way, again, you were at
And, there was no
6,000 this
prospect of
morning,
peace.
dude.
I think,
You literally
frankly,
hit
Russia wanted to go
6,000
through
or
the
right
whole
under it.
long
So
deal.
again,
I
you
don't
have
think
no
they do
cushion
anymore.
for
I don't
tomorrow.
think they do. We had a very big impact on that whole situation.
I taught you the
but,
free share. I did.
I
Not
don't
for the
like
long
talking
term. You don't
about
sell the
phase two
long term
until
for
I get
10 years.
Phase one. Phase one is
Minimum.
have to make peace.
Like I said, if you
And
guys
we have
aren't
to
going to
get
follow
Russia
the
to agree.
rules,
We
don't
have to
tell
get
anybody.
Ukraine
I don't
to
want to hear
agree,
about it
and
when
I
you
think
jerk
we
off.
will,
I don't
think
care.
we've come a long
Keep
way.
that shit to yourself.
I believe we're
If you're
going
to
to get it
violate the
done.
rules,
I
I'm
wouldn't
going to
say
set
that
the
if I
example.
didn't think
That is
so.
not the path.
And I
so
think
it's
it
not
would
going to be accepted in
very
here.
important, very
Simple as
historic,
that.
and we're going to save a lot of lives.
On the question of Gaza, the last few weeks of the ceasefire.
All right. Wrap it up,
have
baby.
Been very impactful.
Wrap it
And
up.
for
I
me,
made
there
the
are two
Ubers
images
free.
that I remember
MPW
more than any other.
took all of
The
our
first
fucking
is Emily
profits on this
Damari,
spy. We whiffed a couple
who was
times.
British, being
And then I got a
reunited
value
with
in a
her
biotech.
Mother. You may
Oh, I didn't even
remember
tell
she
you guys
had
about the
her
biotech.
fingers,
Yeah, I got a good
missing
biotech.
After what she endured. That was an incredible moment. I'd spent a lot of time with her mother whilst she was held captive, and her mother went through absolute torture.
Yeah.
The other image was thousands of Palestinians marching through rubble, trying to return to their communities and their homes. So we have to do everything we can to ensure that the ceasefire continues, so that more hostages can be returned, so that aid can be brought in that's desperately needed. We need to allow Palestinians to return and to rebuild their lives, and we must all support them in doing that. And yes, I believe that the two-state solution is ultimately the only way for a lasting
How much time do I have?
peace in the region.
And think of that. She came home with her fingers and part of her hand blown off.
That's terrible.
How bad does it get? And we had others that came home in much worse shape than that.
Yeah.
It's a terrible situation. Please, yes.
Thank you. Mr. President, did our Prime Minister persuade you not to put tariffs on the UK? And if I may, Prime Minister, do you think that Vladimir Putin is a man who will keep his word? Thanks.
He tried. He was working hard. I'll tell
shit.
you that. He
I
earned
missed
whatever
it.
the hell they pay him over
Oh,
there.
I just added a play.
But,
Fuck.
he tried. I think there's a very good chance that in the case of these two great friendly countries, I think we could very well end up with a real trade deal.
Oh, no.
Where the tariffs would.
Oh, I added to the biotech. I went big on it.
We'll see, but he's. He
Oh, yeah, I
whatever
wanted to-
they-
oh, yeah, I
whatever
was
they pay him
waiting.
here and today, he was working hard.
I
at
wanted to
lunch.
see how it would do all day.
And I'm very receptive
did
to it. I
good.
think we, in all fairness, in all
But yeah, I
seriousness,
love you.
I think we have a very good
Good
chance
game.
of
I didn't
arriving
get
at a
the
very
1
good
minute.
deal.
Yeah, I
JD
feel
and
awkward now.
Scott and,
I was just locked in,
Howard,
man.
all the people
And
are
then I was
working on
getting
it, and I think
seduced
we have
by
a good
Trump.
chance at arriving at a deal
He
that
could do
could
no
be,
wrong, you know? Have you ever heard a
terrific.
siren before?
Very
And I'm like,
terrific
oh,
for
he
both
can't do
countries.
wrong.
Okay, thank you.
On the second part of the question,
That's it. I
think
have
my views
balloons
on
in my
Putin are
house
pretty
made of
well
Trump. It's terrible. I
rehearsed
know.
and pretty well known.
And then I got lulled into it.
And my
You know, the
concern
market
is
closed,
that if there's
bro.
a deal, and I hope there is a deal, that it must be a lasting deal. That it's not.
But Chad, good game. I love you. GG, we missed
why
it.
I think it's really important.
I don't
that,
know. I will keep playing this.
Putin
I don't think
knows
there's any
that,
crazy earnings.
This deal, a historic deal, which
But I love
very
you.
much hope
Thank you
comes
for being
about,
here.
is there.
God bless
Is
America.
there, and it's a lasting deal, and that we're able to deal with any inclination he has to go again or go further.
I think we'll have two deals. I think we'll have a deal on ending the war, and I think we're going to end up with a great trade deal with you. And it's
I think
an
it might
honor
have
to
been.
be
No,
with
I've missed
you,
the bell
and
a
I
long
wanna thank
time ago.
everybody very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
They're ending it now. You waited till the market closed?
Thank you.
Wow. I don't know what I'm clapping for. So inspirational. JD. Wow. His name's John Daniel. It's like Jack Daniels. I didn't even know that, but then it makes sense. But anyways, Chattadonia. So the good news is that I love you. And I will see you tonight at 6 p.m. But thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. But wait. I thought it was my shot. What's Pep G? Is there Dell? I forgot about that. And then shout out to MPW. I'm glad that one actually worked. Autodesk. Oh, that's a good one usually. They were moving. But yeah, let me get you some uncle then and see if we're going to deal with any of these earnings. I forgot, but I was going to tell you, we have a live watch list. It'll take you there. I have a play idea. I might share it with you. Maybe I won't. We'll see how it plays out. But God bless America. God bless you. Thank you to the veterans. We wouldn't be here without y'all. So I appreciate your guys' sacrifice, and I hope everybody else in here does too. It's the least we could do. But that is the day. And tomorrow's going to be crazy because today and this week was already wild. There's a lot more wild things, and I feel like every day we're getting another moving part. So we're going to have some fun tomorrow, and we'll see. Even if it's not fun, I hope you're prepared and ready to move around a little bit. But all in all, very, very crazy week. Welcome to 2025, and believe it or not, you guys know tomorrow's the last day of the month. Oh, yeah. So I don't know how you feel about that, but dude, you're almost done with the first quarter of the year, man. It's crazy. Even my voice cracked on that realization. So I love you. And God bless America. God bless you, Lotto. That's not how the lotto works here, man. That's it. You guys have gambling problems, okay? Be careful. You know that. Realize, if I just kept that lotto shit up, I can make so much money. You guys don't realize it. Do you see it? If I ever became like any of these motherfuckers and just started selling like steak shit, this is why motherfuckers do Ponzi schemes, dude. You know that. They run out of talent and hard work and they get lazy. And that's what they did. They just run Ponzi schemes like this. That's it. They just get the money moving, cycling it through, and then they don't tell you. Because I could have kept the impression up. Look at that. If I didn't tell you how much I've made on the back end, you would have, you would have thought I was just handing out fucking money left and right. And then you would have been like, fuck, I'm going to give him 1,000. I'm just saying, bro. I don't know if you feel me. That's wild that all you saw, the only enemy you saw in that was Donald Trump, my brother. I rebuke thee. I'm throwing holy water on you so that you could be cured and so you could see everybody, not just one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to fucking rebuke that shit. Oh, wait, there's more than just Trump. It's everybody. That's what I said, bro. I don't know. Fucking rebuke it. But anyways, I think they'll come out. Let me see if I can get that earnings. But yeah, let me run it for him, baby. Run it.
And I thought about, man, that this thorn in my side, this flesh, that when you grow in maturity, when you grow with God, you start to hate the flesh because you feel like, man, this thing, it frustrates me all the time. Like, dang it.
Yeah, so the video's already moving on down.
Dang it, you doing that again? Dang it, you talking like that again?
Yeah.
Like, when will you grow out of this?
It's a coat, baby. Yeah. Hey, listen up. I won't say this shit again. You don't really love yourself. The flesh ain't your friend. I done seen the best band. Best friends turn pretend. The little wind can change the trend. The little air can mean the end. I ain't doing shrooms. Life already tripped me out. Thinking about the little things and how it made me different now. Little bit of scripture bring me problems and they brought me out. Fearing about the future, only time you fear of missing out. Past ain't the present, but we say that it's a gift. That's ironic, that's like calling for murder to bring the peace. I heard that you don't agree. You heard it but didn't see. You learned it but wasn't free.
Let me see.
Monopoly. Apart from these
and then Redfin.
My partner, please don't pardon me. I'm on the love for all
they're
my
clapped.
I fucking love you, kill them all. Save a 10 of every dollar. Think the future, not tomorrow. What you do, not who you are, but how you move set you apart. Demons keep on knocking, but like Powell, I'm gonna close the door. People keep on talking, I just really wish they listen more. Born alone, die alone, don't care if you don't like me, bro. Enough of being core, I know you know there's more than just the world. Love what I create, so it don't matter if you hate. You can learn a lot in life, but you'll never know the day. Karma or a judgment, either way we meet in fate. And they say revenge is sweet, but at least
Oh no, Dell is out, yeah.
Lord bless to me. No, I ain't been meek enough. Sometimes I ain't been speaking up. My eyes would lie when seeking them. I died 100 times, but I'm alive, is why I'm preaching them. I know it's by design, but I can't lie. I feel I'm free to love.
Okay. I gotta go through the hard numbers. But full year revenue 95.6. I don't know on the quarter what they were expecting. Cash flow operations was 4.5 billion. Where the fuck is your revenue number? Revenue is 23.9. So they missed. Oh wow. Dell missed on the low end. Like even the lowest one. Operating income was 2.2 billion. Again, up by 22. Diluted EPS was 215. They missed. Or non-diluted 268. They beat. So they did good on that. Full year revenue. Gotta keep it in the roto. Yeah, so that was it. I can't believe they missed on the revenue, and then they guided 930 to 9 verse 923. And then revenue estimate was lower on the low end, and then 3 billion on the high end. Yeah. Interesting. I'm surprised they didn't get clapped on the revenue and then the guidance, but they're holding up decent. I think it's very neutral, kind of negative leaning. I'll get you Redfin. Hold on.
They take 3 rights. If they don't want your chain, then they want your life. So I go and share both of those. If you kill me or you rob me, either way the money overflows. All about $1, you can tell my heart is really cold. Something in my head, cause my soul is getting really old. Don't let a gamble tie your mind up. Nah, don't let a bitch fuck your life up. It's true, nothing good happens at the night, bro. Money is fun, son.
Dell or Redfin EPS loss of 29 versus 24 miss. Revenue 244.3 versus 242. They beat. EBITDA 2.9 million versus 4.7. Big miss. Net income guidance for next quarter loss of 49 to 50 million. Estimate was loss of 45. And then revenue next quarter 214 to 225. Estimate was 244. So big guide down, and then adjusted EBITDA guide down as well. 39 to 32 loss versus 10 million loss. So they're heading to 25 and more demand, bigger resources. That looks terrible. They said Zillow partnership with rental. But yeah, that wasn't bad. Very bad.
Long term, short term, welcome to the war. Love with the game, I just want a little more. Haters ain't new, I just got a little bored. Stepping in the pace, I be speaking with the store.
TMDX, I'm sorry, we don't do DEI. We can't do that here.
Heard this shit before. It was 2018. Making videos in the car, now everybody.
I don't have their preview. I'm looking. I have the results, but I don't know where it stacks up.
Numerals, the Casio and digits. If you never make a move, then you'll never have a critic. Why you think I got these grown men acting like some bitches? $100 move, 10-cent finish. Tell me not to mock.
Yeah, I don't know how it stacks up. EPS was 19. Net was 6.8.
So tell me how you live.
Fourth quarter revenue 121.
Already know it though, don't care about your whip. I got a crib in my portfolio. You should be yourself, stop back at Cornholio. Fluid in the well, but the pocket's so colloquial. Crypto in the wallet, but we bought it 10 years ago. Put it in the videos, put it in the lyrics, bro. Funny how it's cynical, fuck, still didn't hear it though. Forgive me for the language, I'm still working on the spiritual. Mr. Professional, talk about the revenue. Hard to ride the wave when you riding on my genitals. Talking about
yeah, Sound had earnings. They're into that.
Little humans telling me what's not attainable. That's some whole shit, trying to tight roll shit. Friend and the enemy, think we don't know this? Funny how my foes never had the same focus. Forgive them for their sins, I ain't talking about the smokiness.
Said $1 for Redfin long term. Yeah, or, I'm in at 370. We even got all of our money back through covered calls. So not only did we buy Redfin at $3, we made all of the initial investment back through covered calls. So, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I think a major part of today was the sell-off, but the tariff stuff wasn't good as well. And you already had pressure in the market. But, again, NVIDIA down 7 did not help. So, yeah. But I think that's pretty much it. I'll give you guys one more, and then we'll see where we're at. But I think that should be it. We'll get a live watch list. I hope you go to the gym or go closer to the goal. I mean, I don't know if they feel me.
One turn.
All eyes on PCE like Mr. Shakur.
It's a call, baby. Hey. Yeah. Ask me if I'm holding stocks. Please don't be ridiculous. I was holding shit and buying dips. You were a little kid. All I want is ownership, but I still put a limit in. No matter if you young, you could always use a dividend. Know you want the money. I suggest you do not rush with it. Deals aren't plans. Make sure you don't fall in love with it. You ain't never saved. By the second month, you double it. Trading foreign currencies. I don't need a dumb on it. I don't need a translator. Nod my head and run with it. Mama always said, never marry, but have fun with it. Mama said that's wrong, but deep down, I always fuck with it. If you don't like my plan, do your thing. I wish you luck with it. Why they call me fan, but I don't see them at the holidays. Say that you're a man, but on the internet, you talking gay. Go ahead, you could cancel me, but don't act like you ever pay. You look dumb as fuck if only one of us is playing charades. Stop asking what I mean, bitch. That wasn't a parable. Just because they copied me don't mean that we're comparable. You support the phony, that just means your judgment terrible. An iPhone in your hands, you're a narc, that's a wearable. Didn't buy the stock, it was down, right in front of you. Didn't say I lost, my account looked like a W. You don't got the long term, it's hard for me to fuck with you. If you can't pay yourself, then I wouldn't put my trust in you. Fuck it, dude. Hold my dick, I won't hold my tongue. Remember they were talking shit about Amazon when I was young. Oh wait, they did the same, it was Meta right in front of them. Think they'd have a little bit of shame from always looking dumb. Nah, they on a diet and it's humble pie. It's 2025, you could kick it, you ain't gotta lie. Made $1 million buying value, I don't buy the hype. My girl is really classy, all you ratchet bitches not my type. Why? They don't buy it till it reached the high. You picked the right thing, but you also picked an awful time. You would be surprised how making money make you fall behind. Maybe I offended, but that doesn't mean I told a lie. Wow, you really like it when they lie to you, ignoring all the things you hear, denying what the eye produce. Helpful isn't friendly if they helping you to tie the noose. You teach them how to steal your money every time you live and lose. Damn, I won't lie, my mama taught me that. Whoever sold you all those courses, you should probably take it back. It's all a bunch of bullshit, you would learn more if they told you that. I know you know the truth, so you still got time to go to that.
Wow. I know you know the truth, so you still got time to go to that. No offense. You've been doing concrete and dirt since 8 a.m. The only workout is a few miles. What's wrong with that? Why would that offend me? It's your body too, but that's good. If you're working, you're moving your body, you're getting closer. That's all that matters. It's all that matters. This is Uncle Answers. You can find him on Spotify since they botched the YouTube release, but it's on YouTube as well. It's Uncle Answers. It's for you. There's a lot of songs. I like this one too. This one's a good one. I really like this one. Just vibe with the saxophone. You know, some people don't like instruments like this in rap music. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah. Dollar for the tacos, $1 for the chicken. Used to think like
space.
But now I'm reminiscing. Dreams feeling distant.
Hey yo, HP.
Shoulda had her, but now I have her. So frustrating, so irate. So I'm just saying why the
Wait,
fuck
did
we
HPQ,
so
are they just coming in with guidance?
We would've had a riot. Now you speaking for the people and they tell you be quiet.
Something's coming out with HPQ. I have it up here on the wire. Users are switching to AI PCs. More users will upgrade. Request acquisitions. And then Meta plans to release standalone app for Reels. And then something about OpenAI and Meta right now.
Stay beneath your feet, man. I'm feeling overlooked. They ain't even hungry, but they telling us that we cook. Hard to read
North Korea test fire.
Yeah, hard to fake a smile when they sewn our mouth shut. Fuck, we won't even hear this. You won't even feel this. Jealousy override empathy and realness. A corporation steal this, repackage it and reel it. Evil so fearless. A it's so shameless. Saying I'm blameless. The generation filming in the moment won't say shit. Why we call it brain dead when it felt like our soul dead? Or maybe we just sold it. Oh.
God bless America. God bless the Chad. But we did it, Joe. We did it. I think that's it, man. You'll get a couple of other ones. Solventum earnings. But I'll see you guys tonight. It'll be a good day. 6 p.m. for the watch list. You should be there for a limited time only. I hope you're there. I hope you are. Get it while it's hot. Otherwise, enjoy your evening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for not getting banned. I love it. I love it. It means a lot. I hope it means a lot to you, too. We make another day. We have a Friday now, too, baby. Uh-huh. But Chatadonia, I love you. And enjoy it. See you tonight. Don't forget why we're here. Why we keep going, why that faith, hope, and love ain't ever going out of style, and why all that matters is, are you getting closer or further from the goal? Everything else, don't get bogged down in it. Are you getting closer or further from the goal, man? That's all that matters. Why, baby? Why? Finger to the sky, baby. To God be the glory, and through the grace of God alone. Amen. Amen. Woo! So, Chatadonia, I'll see you guys tonight. Have a good one. I'm going to go work out because I wasn't outside today. I need to move my body. Get closer to the goal. That's all you got to do, baby. And get ready for a good Friday, man. And that long term will be there no matter what the market did here. To give you an idea, let's see what the long term did at the close. Let's take a look. What do you think? Oh, got pretty bad. 1,000 down today. I was actually green till the last 10 minutes, I feel like. Last time I checked, it was up. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Down 1,000. I know, I hate it. It's so bad. But again, you started this month at 228. You're at 241. So, small account would probably be 21 to 27, I think. Or maybe, I don't even know how it matches up. Anyways, I love you. God bless America. God bless the Chad. Enjoy your evening. Thank you again for being here. And that's it. That's all, bro. That's all. Wait a minute. He didn't do it, did he? We did it? You say why? Yeah, you know why. Where am I? Who's uncle? Is that Josh or is it uncle? Am I Joe or am I a 46th president? Who am I? Where am I now? Am I not in the Oval Office? Why not? What do you mean? That tells you he has no idea where he is. He's lost. I'm going to get Joe, the first membership at Gazalago. I'll give him a vacation. I know, it's a terrible idea. Barron showed me an AI video. He said, Dad, check this out. I said, a computer made this. I said, no way. That's why we got to stop China. I said, no way, that's AI. Have you seen it? They make videos. You tell it. I said, show me Gazalago. Show me Gazalago in the future. It showed me a video. Barron gave it to me. It showed everything. I liked the boats, the cars. I saw it, the belly dancer had a beard. I don't know how I feel about that one, but Barron said AI. He said generative AI has some work to do. Either way, I hope you had a good day, Chad. I'll see you tomorrow for a Friday. Hopefully we'll bring peace. Peace to Ukraine. And then we could buy Guatemala. That's what we'll do, Guatemala. Good place. Thank you. You have a good one. Goodbye. Thank you. Exactly. I don't even know. I did not know are we gonna buy Guatemala? It sounds a little, I just want to know what Canadia's gonna do. I offered them maple syrup. And Wi-Fi. Exactly. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Goodbye.